Hey guys. Hi everyone. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Hey guys. Let me know. Can you hear and see me? Okay. I did it. I did it, y'all. How are y'all? Is there echo or is it good? I commend you people the YouTubers and stuff that do this, because baby, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Lord have mercy, it's a lot of work. And I sound good? Okay, thank you, Shay. Thank you, Lola. Hello, she been dope since underscore 1980. That's right. She been dope. I've been dope since 83, baby. Much love from the UK. You got this. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Hi, Erica. Hit like on your way in. On welcome in, hit like. Hit like on your way in. Now, the moderators. How do I make a moderator? Who wants to be a moderator? We have 89 watching right now. Where y'all at? I'm in my he said, okay, Angela. I am in who said okay, Mike. Was that you, Angela? I'm actually in my son's room because he does like YouTubing for his video games. So I bought him the whole setup, like his gaming chair, he has his monitor, the whole nine. So I'm in his room using his YouTube setup. Okay, Shantae, you want to do it? You say you'll get them out of there with the negative comments? Okay, Shantae. So how do I make you put user? No. Wait, Shantae. How do I do it, Shantae? Okay. Click your name. But I'm clicking your name. Click it. So I clicked your name, but it's not. It's giving me a whole bunch of options. Click the three dots. Okay, click the three dots near her name. Okay, click the three dots. But it says put user in timeout or block user. That's all it says near the three dots, Kamisha. Okay, I'm gonna put a few of y'all because last time when I was live, people were getting out of hand. So I need some of y'all to like check these people. The three dots, put user in timeout. It's not saying that. Kamisha, say something again so I can see if I can make you one. Okay, fit Jamaican girl. Okay. Thank you. Kamisha, say something again so I could find your name again. And you and okay, Kamisha, go all the way down where? Hi, Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany. Yeah, I'm gonna make you one too. Okay, I thought I had this, y'all. We just getting a little bit of glitches out the way. We only 5 minutes in. I was on time, but now the real YouTuber Kamisha is here. So Kamisha, she gotta walk me through this, sis. All right, Kamisha, I'm looking at what you sent. Go to channel one. But you don't say that, Kamisha. Okay, I did it. Oh, because you know what, Kamisha? Oh, there go Verneashia, she's here. Uh, um, Kamisha, you know what it is? On my end, it's just a star next to y'all, and I clicked the star. Tiffany, did it make you one? Oh, Tiffany, I just made you one. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Vernicia.
Hey,
Hey guys, my girl, she's here.
hey.
Okay, I'm just so Vernicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Alexa, volume down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just sound kind of
Um,
low. I don't know if it's my phone.
I'm going to I'm going to do the count. I don't know why they didn't let me take you backstage, but okay,
Let me
who else?
turn the volume up.
Okay, who else asked to be a moderator?
About who?
So they see us right now, but I'm trying to like get it together because it's my first time doing this. like like interviewing somebody. So they trying to be the moderators for me. Um, so I put Tiffany, I put Kamisha, put okay, and Lola. Okay, so give us 1 second. Okay, guys, welcome to Aisha's Love and Life chat with the Two Live Crew. Yeah, that's you, the Two Live Crew. Yeah, that is you guys. And I am here with one of the lovely ladies of RTL season 4. Well, they call you 4, but you're technically 3 because then I was 4. So I don't know the debacle with the whole numbers thing, but this is the queen herself, Verneashia. Everybody, welcome, Verneashia. Welcome, Verneashia, with claps and hearts in the chat, and also with likes. Let's welcome Vernicia with a bunch of love. So shower her with some hearts, guys, and some likes. How are you, beautiful?
Great. I can't complain. How are you?
Yes, Liz is gonna be joining us in about 15 minutes. So Liz
Okay.
is gonna come on next. I'm great. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for doing this. I mean, it's funny enough, the most talked about ladies of the RTL
Right.
franchise. We are here getting it together. I haven't had the pleasure to meet you, but it has been so nice talking to you. And for the last few days, you are amazing. You are
You
beautiful.
too. Thank you.
Um, just everything, just all around, just queen. Like your crown is on and it is shining bright.
Yours
So
too.
I just want to say that, sister to sister, I see you and I see your
Thank you.
amazing things you're doing, and you just keep going. Um, so let's jump right in it, Verneashia. Let's so the purpose of this love and life chat with Aisha and the Two Live Crew, yeah, that's you. So my Two Live Crew is my viewers, and I call them. We get live. We talk about love. We talk about life. We talk about
Okay.
mishaps and everything like that. Um, to reveal to everybody that I look like you, you look like me. We walk the same mile in each other's shoes,
That's right.
and we just have to stop judging each other, and we have to bury shame. Everybody goes through ups and downs, and you can come out on the other side of the rainbow if you put
Definitely.
work, if you keep prayed up, have your faith, and you do the work. Because
Amen.
nothing is magical, right? Everything happens with effort.
Everything takes work and dedication and commitment. So those things you can't lose.
Okay, so let's start with an icebreaker, Vernicia. So we're gonna break the ice with Vernicia first, guys. Just to get to know her and have some fun before we jump into some serious talks. Because guys, I get all emotional and get serious.
India, can you
So
turn the TV off?
this one is called, hey guys. So this one is called Would You Rather? Okay. Would you rather be rich beyond your wildest dreams, or would you rather marry your celebrity crush? And you have to tell us who your celebrity crush is.
Um,
So rich beyond your wildest dreams, but
I
you're gonna be
marry my
rich
celebrity crush.
or marry a celebrity crush.
I think I'd rather be rich.
You gotta be rich and single or versus marrying your celebrity
Well,
crush.
I don't think I'll be single, but
Well, you know you won't be
I can do
somebody.
without my celebrity crush. I haven't had like a real life celebrity crush in a long time. So I wouldn't even kind of know who that is right now. It changes with the season, right? When I was young, like I liked 50 Cent, then I like Idris Elba. Like I don't know. So
It just was mine. It's so
yeah,
funny. Both of those two were mine at one
yeah.
point.
So
I think
right now it's like, I don't know. I'd rather be rich.
a lot of people saying they'd rather be rich. Everybody tell me who you rather. You rather be rich or you rather marry a celebrity crush? And if it's your celebrity crush, tell me his name or her name. Okay. So the next icebreaker is, if you had to leave one behind, which would it be? Wigs or lashes? Which one you leaving?
Wigs. I don't wear wigs, so
Okay. Which one? Pumps or flats? Which one you
pumps.
leaving?
No,
Mhm.
we leaving the flats.
Oh, we leaving the flat. I'm about to say,
We're leaving the
girl.
flats. I gotta have
We leave,
my stilettos.
gotta have them stilettos.
Yes.
Um, brows or edges?
Both. I need both. Look. Ooh.
Which one? What are we doing? We wiping up the brow. We keeping our edges.
That's
Because we
hard.
know that's a hard one. Because
That's
we
a hard
want
one.
both
I
of
don't
them.
know.
Lois said, nah, we need both of them.
Yeah, look, listen. I like my micro shaded. I like the good edge. So I don't know. That's hard for me. I don't know if I could leave neither one of them.
I know. I don't know if I could live without either one either, because baby, I need a good brow. Okay. Petty or mani? Which one you could do without?
I can do without the manicure. I have to have a pedicure.
Oh yes, gotta get some feet right. Okay, the last one, if you had to leave one behind, is fine dining and like eating out with your girls or bae, or shopping.
How do you choose?
This is just teasers to see what people think.
I can leave behind the shopping. I gotta eat. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm a foodie. Anybody who
Definitely a
follows me
foodie.
knows I'm a foodie. Okay, and one of the last icebreakers is, which do you prefer? FaceTime or text?
FaceTime. I'm a
Definitely.
FaceTime girl.
Cuddling or booty rubs?
Prefer booty rubs.
Board games or video games?
Neither.
Neither. You don't like to play games like with your mate, like
Not
card
really.
games or
No. Maybe a card like spades or something, but I'm
space?
not board games, and I do not play video games.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a video game person. I never could get into it, and I thank God I never dated a guy who plays video games.
I have.
Is it a
Interesting.
lot?
He was a little younger than me. Uh,
Hmm.
it was interesting. Our
Yeah,
relationship, yeah, it was a lot to where, yeah, that was it.
and who has dated a video gamer? How is it dating a video gamer? Is it a lot? My brothers are video game heads, so they thankfully met girls who are into that because you have
Mm.
to find a girl who is a gamer
Who
too.
can deal with it? Because I
To
couldn't.
I can't. I'm sorry, gamers, but video gaming is not my jam.
Mm-mm.
Okay, next on what do you prefer is beards or clean face?
I like beards.
And beards.
Hmm.
Thick, right? Like what any type of facial hair. I just can't do the clean face.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I like beards.
Yeah. And gifts or quality time?
Um, I guess I choose quality time over gifts. I'm a person like I
Quality.
like to be in your presence. Gifts just extra because I buy myself a lot of gifts all the time. So,
But we
oh
like to
no,
get spoiled too.
yeah.
But it's like it's I definitely think quality time over the
Hmm.
stuff. I'm with you. I'm definitely quality time. So guys, as I'm asking Vernicia too, I want to know what you think too. So drop those too. Tell me what you think inside the chat too. I see a lot of quality time. See a lot of people saying board games. Um, let's spend quality time while we go to the store and pick out what we need. Okay. So as long as it's not a goat, what? Oh, a goatee. You don't like goatee? I feel like as long as it's any facial hair, I just don't like a clean
Long as
face.
it's clean, right?
Yeah.
But not just no facial hair. Like I love a beard. Like I like just that just screams man.
Man. You said it at the same time. It's screaming, man, girl. That's a man.
That's a man.
and, and the last one is open dating or monogamy.
Monogamy
Monogamy.
for sure. I don't like to share.
Definitely, definitely. So that was just a little icebreaker for Vernicia, so we
Uh,
could just warm up. We could get a little bit of laughs going, and before we start talking and getting. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little icebreaker just to get to know us. I'm just like you. I'm a hill girl, so I'm leaving the flats behind,
for
and
sure.
I don't know which one I could choose because I need a good brow, honey.
Listen, I'm like, I need them edges to yeah. The eyebrows do something to the face, right?
Because I'm like, I could, if we gotta choose, you could keep them edges because I need a brow. I could slap
Yes.
on the wig and create some. You see that baby? That's not my baby hairs.
But it looks so good, girl. I'm just so I don't know wigs. Even though I'm a stylist, people can't believe it. I'm like, I just feel like my wig gonna fall off. It'll be me. Like
No,
so
girl.
terrified.
And I don't, you know, my look is I don't have hair. I have a buzz cut.
Mm,
So, and there's nothing holding on. There's no clips or no combs.
yeah.
But I secure, like I know how to make that fitted cap where
My
it's fitting your
stylist
head.
do. I'm just not a wig person. I tried it like I'm gonna say twice, and I just was like, mm-mm. I was
No,
nervous the whole time. I'm silly though. Like, mm-mm.
you kept doing like this all day.
Girl, yes, like steady adjusting, like it's a wig
It's
still.
like,
Thinking it's
I and and people be like, what if somebody snatch it off me? I'm like, I wish somebody would snatch my wig.
girl. I'm telling you,
I wish somebody would. Yeah, Vernicia is the micro links queen. She that is her jam. If you follow
yes.
her, please go follow her. We definitely will make sure we let you know where to follow her before we end.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the icebreaker done, Vernicia, that was fun, right?
It
Just get to
was.
laugh, loosen up. Before we start talking. So as everybody knows, we and you both was on Ready to Love. You are Houston. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself first. So tell everyone who is Vernicia.
Woo. Well, I'm originally from Galveston, Texas, a very small island here, all the way south Texas. We big for like Kappa Weekend, that type of thing. But born and raised, been in Houston about 17 years. Came to Houston with two small kids and just wanted better. Found myself becoming a product of my environment. I always tell people I have a hell of a story. Um, so I seen myself becoming everything that I didn't want to be. So I decided to make a change, and I did. The best things I've ever done for me, for my children. Didn't want them to grow up the way I kind of grew up. Just wanted more. Went on to be a successful stylist, open up a salon, run a virgin hair company. I own a nonprofit. I've recently written a book. Um,
Get these hearts happening. I'm like, what's going on? Get these hearts happening.
and
This is queendom right now.
found myself on TV, right? Ready to love.
Mm, Ready to Love.
Yeah,
Before we jump
thinking,
into ready, before we
I've
jump into
done
Ready to
it.
Love, let's focus on Vernicia. Because we know Ready to Love is a
It was
whole
an experience,
it was
right?
a whole experience. Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I always tell people I don't regret doing it. Would I ever do reality TV? Probably not, especially if it has to do with dating. I'm a private dater, so my girlfriends like they know this. I'm not a person. I never like publicly display whoever I'm dating. Like put different guys on my social media. I'm just not that person. So for me to have to date publicly like that in a TV setting was very different for me. But I always tell people it gave me the experience of being able to see myself outside of myself. And a lot of
Mm,
us don't get the chance to see that. So it taught
exactly.
me some things about me, some things that I like and I don't like, and I have a newfound respect for people that's on reality TV because reality TV is not always reality TV. So you have to think about when we're watching and we're being judgmental before we were a part of the reality TV crew, everything is not what it seems. And not to
Exactly.
say it's fake, it's not scripted, but it's just not what it seems all the time. You know what I'm saying? So once you get past people thinking that they know you from seeing you on TV for a few weeks and judging you for things that they probably do behind closed doors,
Hmm.
I'm good. You're
And
okay
that's
after
that
that.
part.
Yeah.
It's that part of knowing that you are securing yourself that we could get past the finger pointing and
Yeah.
the ridicule of the viewers, and that
Mhm.
literally are probably going through the same exact thing as they're typing. Like
As they're bullying,
as
trying
they
to be,
bullying and
yeah,
typing, they boyfriend hadn't called them all day. And they don't even know where he's at. And
yeah,
it's like, bull, don't do me. Because we all look alike.
yeah.
That is the plight of the woman that she wants to be
And
nurtured.
that's what I don't like because I feel like women, and not to say our story isn't everybody's story,
Mm,
but we have women, we go through a lot, even with
mm,
just dating, especially black women, and we're the least married, right?
mm,
I go I'm a very observant person. Like when I take vacation and I take trips, I look and see how many black women have rings
mm.
versus other races. And not to make it a race thing, but I'd be like, I'm sorry,
No, you're fine.
Aisha. Okay,
Mhm, mhm,
not to make it a race thing, but it's different for us,
mhm.
just with dating overall. So I'm always skeptical when I see other black women trying to tear other black women down for whatever
Right.
reason. If anything, be a vessel to try to help that woman, uplift her, or even show her different ways of doing things. But tearing another woman down and judging, I just don't get with it.
And it's never
Yeah,
been my jam. It is not my jam.
can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
Ah,
y'all hear me? We can hear
we
you. Can you hear me? I can. Can you hear? Can you hear, Verneashia?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I
I
can't
can hear
hear.
you. I'm gonna remove you and come
I'm
back
gonna
in.
leave and rejoin.
Yeah. Okay, as she comes back in, we can hear her, but she can't hear me. Yeah, well, Miss Jones, again, all of us don't want marriage. That's fine. If that's not your call, again, it's one of those things where it says, uh, it's the meat and potato type of thing. It's like, eat what you want and spit out the bones. You know, it's this. This is the type of chat that is in eat what you want and leave the rest to the side. You know, you don't. Everybody does not want marriage, but some women call is to want a marriage. Some people want a life mate. So just everybody has to respect that. Oh my God! And look who has joined us now.
Hey, Bird! What's up, Aisha?
Okay, wait. We have to do a proper introduction. So let me take you backstage again. And we're going to do a proper introduction for Liz. We'll be right back. OMG, we are back. We are back. And we are now joined with Liz Rachelle.
What's up,
So we now,
y'all?
Hey,
hi,
Lizzie.
What's up, Bird, sis? How you doing,
I'm
girlie?
fine.
look
Good.
at
Good seeing your
this.
face.
Look at this smorgasbord of
I can
goodness.
barely hear. I don't know if it's just my phone, but my phone is so low.
Everybody's saying they could hear. Do you have an earpiece? Do you have an
It's a
earpiece?
new phone though, so
Oh, I remember you told me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right, man. Don't new phones, well, they kind of suck, especially when you
Yeah,
yeah.
well, you haven't
get
played with
used
it yet, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we welcome you, Liz.
Thank
This
you so
is
much for having me.
this is Aisha, Love and Life Chats with the Two Live Crew. Yeah, that's you guys, the Two Live Crew. Yeah, that's you. So you are here, and we are just talking about love, life. We're chatting about everything in life after RTL.
Mm-hmm.
So we just finished doing some icebreakers with Vernicia, and we had a fun time doing that with her. And then we was just getting to know who Vernicia is,
Yes.
which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
we haven't even broke the seal yet of who she is.
Yeah.
The same thing I said to her is, I thank you so much for joining my platform. You, like Vernicia and I, have been one of the talked about ladies of the RTL franchise. We all have seemed to walk a similar path on this journey, and came out on the other side just fine.
I know that's
Amen.
right. Sure did.
We came out on the other side just fine.
This part.
Um, and the purpose of this is to show everybody what life after anything
Yeah.
looks like when it falls. It's okay that that glass broke. That's why we have glue to repair things. And
Mm-hmm.
building up self-esteem is your glue to repair that broken glass. And this is what this was. I just wanted to love out loud on you ladies, and just to show the audience that we all bleed the same blood. And just the same way I told Vernicia, I commend you for being brave enough to take on this platform, to be brave enough to be seen and bear your scars. And then just Rain, your crown is on. You are beautiful, and I thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. That's so
You're so welcome, Aisha.
girl. Thank you so much for just
So,
thinking about us.
yes. So I want to do the icebreaker with you, since we did the
Okay.
icebreaker with Vernicia.
Oh Lord, what I'm in for, Venetia? What am I in for?
Yeah,
It's cool. It's cool.
it's fun icebreakers. And remember, guys, throw us some hearts, give us some claps, and hit the like button to welcome Liz into the room. Okay, so icebreaker.
While
Would
y'all
you?
do that, I'm gonna try to fix my volume.
Okay,
Okay.
find
Is
an
that okay?
earpiece if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather be rich beyond your wildest dreams, or would you rather marry your celebrity crush? And if you have a celebrity crush, tell us who.
Oh. Uh, Oh my God, that's a good one, girl. You got me stumped. Rich beyond my wildest dreams.
Rich. Everybody's saying rich.
Yep. I do. If I was baby, let me tell you, I could do so much. If I was rich, okay, I could do so much.
Give me the money, and that's all.
We need the money, honey. We need the money.
That's it. I'm gonna cry myself in some red bottoms. I'm fine.
Okay.
But
do I have a celebrity crush?
But I won't be crying because I'll be in some walking in some money.
Okay,
So.
exactly. I don't think I have a celebrity. Oh wait, yeah. Who would my celebrity crush be? I don't think I have a crush. Not right now at the moment. You know, back in the day.
What was your back in the day crush?
I would say, I think, that's a funny story. I used to love Khalil Kane. This is like when I was 14, 15. Khalil Kane from Juice, the guy that played right here. Girl, I was in love with him. And tell me why. Years later, girl, I met Khalil. And we were in a movie together. And I was sitting up there like, oh my God, beaming, tripping. That I done sat around. Girl, yeah, I was married to him in my mind, everything. But it's funny because we became real cool. So back then, that was my celebrity crush. But yeah, but I don't have one right now. Who your celebrity crush be?
I told her I really don't have one. I chose the money too.
Okay.
We all chose the money. We all chose
the money. When I was younger, then I liked Idris Elba. Hell, I don't know who I like right now. So give me the money.
Yeah,
give me the money, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said what? Who said Pac?
They said what?
A lot of people said Idris, Amari, or Hardwick.
He's handsome. Yeah, I like
him too.
Yeah. Okay, so the next icebreaker is called If You Had to Leave One Behind. Well, you have a lot of hair, Liz, so I don't think you ever wore one. So just for fun, wigs or lashes?
Lashes, baby, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll pop on a wig real quick, okay?
Really?
Yeah, girl. Yes, I will pop on a wig if I want to change up my length. Bam, lashes, and I just double up my mascara.
All right, pumps or flats? Pumps or flats?
Am I frozen?
No.
Oh.
Which
you
one?
heard her?
What you say, baby?
Pumps or flats?
Oh, I didn't hear you. If I had to do without.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, y'all, I like to be comfortable. I really do. Like, I do, so I would say I gotta have my flats. Because even if I'm going out and if I have a big purse, I'm gonna have some flats in that purse, okay? Because my feet be hurting, and I just ain't made like that to be in them heels all night. I can't do it. I don't see how y'all do it.
I live in them heels, baby. I cannot do a flat. I live in my heels, girl. Okay.
I used to work in heels.
Oh yeah.
I used to do hair in heels when I was younger.
Oh,
now, of course, I got me on a good little flat or a tennis shoe, but I worked in heels for years. Now I'm old.
Once the knees start giving away, you can't do it no more.
I know. I have a best friend that anytime you see her, she don't have her heels on. Like, that's just it. Dressed to the nine. I was just like, I can't do it. I'm talking about walking around in the Galleria Mall in some heels.
Maybe that was me.
That's
baby.
Me. My feet could be bleeding, and I'm not taking them off. You hear me? My feet could be bleeding. I'm not taking those heels off. I be like, keep it cute, sis.
Lord.
Look beauteous pain.
Yeah.
My friends be in the club ready to be barefoot. I be like, keep it cute. Keep it cute. Okay, brows or edges?
I gotta have my brows.
That's what I said.
Respect.
Yeah, gotta have my brows.
That's what I said. It was hard for me to choose. You know, I'm like, look, my edges got to be.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm gonna put me a lace front on and give me some edges.
I
Keep
know.
my brows, honey.
I know that's right because you know without makeup, like I don't have no eyebrows half the time.
Girl, me either. I had to get
That's why
micro shaded.
I got
Child, mine was so
microblading,
thin.
girl.
Oh yeah, but that's
I
it. You know, a lot of times, like I have Native American. I know you do too. Like they don't have like their hair is very fine.
I've been drawing my eyebrows on since I was in middle school.
Really?
same.
7th grade. I had to learn. I hung with Hispanics.
Yeah.
So they taught me a lot about, just the little eyebrow and the lipstick.
Girl,
I
That's
used to have a
right.
black eyeliner. I was
the
a
black.
mess.
First of all, I used to take the black eyeliner, and that's how I used to draw my eyebrows in a straight little arch.
That was me.
And
A
then take the
mess.
same black eyeliner and put it around my lip and put some gloss in the middle.
Yeah, that gloss. That's how you do
Then
it.
be wiping it off before I get home so I won't get in trouble. That was horrible.
See, this is what I mean. We all have similar work.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the beauty of it all, is that man, our paths are all similar. We have done the same thing. It's just this is like we just got this is what love and knowing each other look like, and keep the noise of the media trying to put us against each other out.
Girl,
All right, let's
we don't even entertain it at
no.
all.
You know
If
what?
they see me with
Go ahead.
Liz or they'll see me with Alexis, they're like, "Where's Kyra?" If they see me with Kyra, "Where's Liz? Where's I'm like, these are all my friends. You don't dictate how and when I hang with my friends, and we don't post every time we hang out.
Exactly.
Furthermore, like,
Yeah.
stop trying to do that. I hate that. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Definitely annoying.
annoying.
Yeah.
But the last of the icebreaker for you, Liz, is the section called "Which do you prefer, FaceTime or text?"
Now wait a minute. Now this with the girls or this with my man?
Your man.
Man.
Oh, FaceTime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cuddling or booty rub?
Cuddling. I like cuddling. So hold me, baby. I want to feel how strong your arms are.
Yeah,
And look at me talking about booty rubs.
First of all, y'all know my whole season. All I said is I want my booty.
Booty rub. Yeah.
I was screaming at somebody rub this damn booty.
Crazy.
Beards. Oh, board games or video games?
You know, I would say video games, only vintage video games, okay? Like Super Mario Brothers,
Okay.
all that, okay? Donkey Kong Country, yes, I will pick that over a board game. But since we're in the present and now, I'll do a board game.
Beards or clean face?
What you say?
Beards or clean face?
To be honest, listen, I like the clean face if you got chiseled features. Not goofy features, but like, cheekbones, I like the clean. I like to see the features. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I never thought about that, but
Yeah.
me and Verneashia both like the beards, like a
The
manly.
I do too. I like beard too, but just that chisel look. Yeah, that's nice.
And and the last two, gifts or quality time?
Quality time, I would say. I'm not a big. Let me not say that. Hold on, shut your mouth.
Yeah, don't say it.
Don't
Don't
say
speak that into the
Don't say
universe.
Quality time.
You deserve gifts too,
that.
sis.
Exactly. This just is to see what we willing to put aside, but we like gifts.
We like gifts. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I like it.
And the final one for our icebreaker, which I think is really fun just to loosen it up, is open dating or monogamy.
I mean, where I am in life, I would say monogamy because I want to, be married, but of course, open dating until you find that one. But yeah.
overall monogamy.
Yeah,
Overall
overall.
monogamy. I mean, because we are all in our approaching 40s or in our 40s, and I think at this point in our lives, we are sure of what we want. We don't have time to waste play games.
Yes.
And
So I
only
feel like
dating with a purpose. Like,
yes,
yeah,
Right.
being very intentional. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the hard part about dating out here. No matter how old you or how old other people are, some people are not ready.
to date with intention.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm after I ask you this first header, the same way I asked Vernicia, because I asked Vernicia to explain to her who she is, and then I'll throw the questions back and forth between you two to answer. So Vernicia already gave us, a brief synopsis of who she is. So I'm gonna throw the same question to you as we start opening up the questions. So tell us who Liz Rachelle is.
Hmm. Very multifaceted. Very much so. Venturous, very creative, loving. Um, I'm a full package, a woman. Spiritual foundation is very strong, but also I'm a woman, and I like to have fun and be no.
Yes, she does. People
Yes,
have a very different misconception of Liz. Liz is very, very fun, very loving, very outgoing.
yeah.
Like, she's very well rounded. I hate that they didn't get to see that side of her, but she
Yeah,
definitely is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I love hard. If I tell you I love you, like seriously, if I tell you I love you, I mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I I'm sensitive when it comes to people's emotions and feelings. I try to think about, okay, if I say this almost to a fault, okay, but it's like if I say this, how would it affect this person or what have you? So I'm very, very much so that. And I'm competitive. I'm competitive as hell. Okay.
She is.
And strong. So, so, uh, and yeah, that's what I would say. In just bottom line, I'm a very multifaceted woman, who's ready to love. I love hard. I love
India,
hard.
we'll take a picture of this.
Family oriented. Very adventurous, fun, creative, just well rounded.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so like I said, between these next questions, we're just gonna have to roll you guys the box and choose, who says go first. And they're just gonna be random questions and just opening up. Of course, we're gonna get into some life after RTL, but I really want the audience to get to know you ladies. I really want them to understand who Liz, Rachelle is, and who Vernicia is before we just start diving into Ready to Love, because I know that's what a lot of people are here
That one
for,
too.
but I really want them to understand who you guys are.
This
Okay,
one.
so what's one thing you would have done different if you could in your life?
What's one thing? What?
You could do different if you could. Like if you could go back. So I'm a person I don't live in regrets. But if we had to, what is a mistake that you made in your life that you wish you can take back or change?
I'll go. I would start with having kids out of wedlock. That's a big thing for me, and because I chose to go that route, um, it made me be very, very, way more motivated. I feel like everybody path is different. Like nobody path is the same when it comes to life and going through life and how you maneuver. Whatever God says is what it is, right? That was always a big thing for me because I've had to be mom and dad for many years at a time, and so I've already always overcompensated when it comes to love and things with my kids because I chose the parent. So I feel like I have to fill that void, and I shouldn't feel like that. So I feel, and not to say if I would have been married that it would have been any different, because people get divorces all the time, and some married men are absent as well in their kids' lives. But I feel like it would have given me more of a foundation and a family structure for my children than the route that I went. Mind you, I had kids young, So that's one thing. And I wouldn't call it a regret because I love my children. I don't care how they
Sure.
came. They were made out of love.
Yeah.
And I think I've done a great job.
Amazing
They are
job.
very well respectable children. I have a 20-year-old child in college. She has her own place. She works. She has her own car. She's a great child. Like one headed to college next year, and then I'll be an
Oh,
empty nest after that last one.
let's
But
play.
my
Let's
babies are
put some
very,
hearts
very
up for
loved
that.
so much. I lead with love, and I always tell people like I teach them so much about love and just not judging people, not being bullies. You don't know other people's circumstances. I'm big on mental health. You don't know what people are going through, right? Even kids. I tell them like kids come to school sometime haven't had a bed to sleep in, haven't had a hot meal, didn't have hot water. So you've been fortunate enough that mommy has made it happen all these years by the grace
Yeah.
of God. But everybody don't have that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I always be kind and lead with love. And if you see other kids being bullied and not being treated right, and you need to tell somebody.
Yeah.
So this made me very empathetic, and I'm like that with my kids. We don't judge. We like hell, it is what it is. But it made me go above and beyond. So that's one thing that I will change my
Wow.
mindset. But I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
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 What
That's good.
about you, Liz? That's beautiful, Felicia.
Yeah. I was sitting up here thinking if I could have did something different. When I went to college, I majored in business administration because at the time my boyfriend was real big on business, and I think I would have majored in something different. I would have majored in theater arts and or film, something like that. I would have did that instead of what I did. And also I would have not gotten so wrapped up into that relationship to where I would have completed my course in college. But things, happen for reasons, and so I think what I didn't get I learned through a whole lot of experience, and I gained that knowledge from experience. Hence my production company. I learned so much, got a chance and opportunity to travel and do a lot, in the field of arts and entertainment. But I would have did that.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's very and oh, both of you. I feel the same way. Like I don't live in regret. I feel like everything is by design. Nothing is by accident. Our
Yeah,
orders of our footsteps is already made. I feel like we are given free will, and that we may real a path, but we are going to end up where we belong.
yeah,
But just it's always interesting for us to look back and say retrospect, what could I have or would I have?
yeah,
Just to have those healthy conversations. There's nothing wrong. Nobody has a time limit, but we all sometimes sit back and say, maybe if I would have, I wonder. And for me, one of the things I always thought about is that I got into my relationship and my marriage at 19. So from
Mm.
19 to 31, I was somebody's wife and mother. And so for me, I was like, I wonder how it would have been if I would have dated more.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
I
And
always wondered that.
actually got to be a young adult because you
Yeah,
didn't get to do that. You went straight from
my mother's
teenage
house.
to adulthood
Yeah, I went
instantly.
right in my
Not young
mother's
adult. You
house.
didn't get to make a lot of mistakes and have fun and enjoy life.
And now I'm 38, and I always tell people, I've been adulting only for 6 years because my husband took care of me and my children my whole marriage, right?
Yeah.
And so after I left my husband, and then trying to get back on your feet, and then now I found myself in a new state. I'm from New York, the Bronx, and then I came here.
Course. That's
I
my
came here.
city. You don't
You
understand.
know,
I hear it. That's my favorite city. I love New York.
everybody always say my accent.
Girl, that's yeah.
um, my audio is poor. You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can.
I can hear you.
So yeah, so I always felt like I wonder what it would have been like to have really like dated. and got to know the young adult me. Like I don't like it was just like being in college with a baby on my hip was like at the graduation with another baby on your hip, and it's like wow. So I don't regret because I'm like utterly obsessed with my children. Um, but I always wonder because, like I said, 6 years adulting, and I'm so proud of myself. I did it. I'm like,
You
yo,
are doing it.
I'm doing it. Every
That's
bill
right.
paid. I don't. My kids want still for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mother always be like, "You spoil those kids right." And my kids, my son be like, "Mom, can you order me a lobster dinner tonight?" And my mother be like, "What kind of children?"
I
God,
tell them, I'm like, my kids not McDonald's babies. They want salmon, they want
Yes,
sushi, stuff I don't even eat. I'm like, I want
exactly.
sushi. Yeah, they
That's my
like they
daughter.
very different children. I'm like,
My
Jesus,
daughter be like, "Can you bring a sushi platter home when you come home and some
girl,
mussels?" And
that is my house.
my mother be like, "You know, y'all kids is my kids is just send me Amazon list, and I'm ordering it like
Oh no,
30."
they go in there, put it in the cart. Mom, my stuff is in the cart. Can you check out?
But you know
What?
what, Vernicia? My biggest pleasure is to do that for them.
Yeah.
They are honor roll students
oh
since
good.
like they have my son stumbled during my divorce and I got both of them therapy. Because sometimes
We
children
talked
feel
about
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes my children feel like the reason is them. So they had to go
Mm-hmm.
to therapy. I had to go to therapy. I'm still in active therapy. They had to go to therapy with their dad. You know, I had to make sure he was able to show back up in their life
I
effectively.
believe in therapy, baby.
Girl,
Yeah.
mental
I
health
got
is
it for my child. Like I every week.
so as
I
long as they
believe in
stay
it.
on
It
that honor
works.
roll, it's my pleasure because I'm like, wow. I just think like I'm about to be 6 years in my new state, and I don't want for nothing. I live really good.
I know that's
My
right.
business is flourishing. I got clients so much I can't keep up. I was telling you, Venetia's like, I got a lot of clients now. I'm like, oh, you know, this is what happens when you show up in life. Life
Yeah,
shows up for you.
that's right.
When you show up for life and you treat people good, life will show up for you.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
My famous quote I say all the time before the next topic is what Maya Angelou said: people will forget what you did, people will forget what you gave them, or people will never forget how you made
How
them
you
feel.
made them feel. That's right.
The same way you teach your children, I teach my children. You cannot, you don't reserve the right to treat people bad.
That's right.
How dare you know what bad feel like and inflict bad? You know,
Yeah. That's crazy.
it baffles
I
me.
think if the world, if more of us led with love and even taught our offsprings the value of love, this world would be a totally different place. It's not
So
love just isn't,
Yeah. It's not.
it's not as embraced as it should be.
It's
Like,
foreign. It's foreign because it's unfortunate that a lot of people face have faced a lot of trauma during childhood, and because of that trauma that created them to be less loving,
mhm,
less kind, and so when they get love they don't even understand it, they don't
they
know
don't
how
know
to
how to receive it.
keep it,
Yeah,
they don't treat it right, they don't cherish it, and it's really sad,
it
but
is, but we will
and you
do better.
can't make them.
you
You
can't.
can't make people. You
You
can't,
can't. You even love them, giving them more love, they still won't get it.
They still
So
because
won't.
it's
sometimes you
not
just have
about
to
what you
remove
can give
yourself.
somebody. Yeah, it's not what you give somebody. It's you have to love yourself in order. And although we all may have, some people may have perfect childhoods, and some of us haven't. You
Yeah,
know, but even if you don't know what love is, you know what you want to feel like, right? So at some point, we
That's right.
can't blame our childhood woes, and we have to start seeking help to get better. We can't cope. Coping, I always say, if you cope, you're going to pick up a vice. You can't cope. You have to dig deep. You have to unpack. You have to unfold. If you any of you been through therapy, just one of my questions is, you understand the unfolding and the unpacking and the realization that you contributed to a lot of your stuff. You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Amen. Can you
Whoa,
give me some ice?
whoa. I had something to do
Amen.
with that stuff. Oh, I contributed to that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then let me
But
remove
it's
that.
sometimes it's unknowingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't even know what it's looking like. You know,
Yeah.
you just going through the motions and not understanding that you're causing more damage than
Yeah.
was already there.
Yeah.
By even
yeah,
just allowing people just to treat you certain type of ways, or
Yeah.
seeing stuff from the beginning and not removing yourself from the situation
Right.
immediately.
Because yeah.
Thinking you can change people,
Mhm.
exactly. Thinking you can give them more love, or you can, you know,
because we
you can
all
be an
going through.
asset to their life. You always, I know me, I'm always thinking about how I can help somebody. Liz will tell you this. Like I am so quick to share resources and connections and
Yes.
opportunities
Yes.
and me and myself. If I can help you in any way and help you,
Mhm.
and listen, I ain't got it all together by a long shot. I don't
Right.
act like I do, but I do try to do more, sometimes more than I'm even allowed to do, right? More than I need to be doing because I'm so overwhelmed with life. But I don't believe in stopping. I'm like, something is gonna get it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get
Something
it
gonna
at
catch.
some point.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm big on helping people. Like the next thing, the next level. If I can help you grow, man, let's grow.
Each
However,
one teach
however
one.
it look, let's do it.
Mhm.
Each one
I don't
teach
know
one.
because I didn't have the help.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah,
figure it out, so it was hard. So
Yeah.
I don't ever want people to have to go through what I went through.
Mm-hmm. That's
yeah,
that good heart.
yeah. And even though I said when I walked away from my husband, although he was the breadwinner, I made my own money. So people have this notion when you say you want a man to step up and be the breadwinner, that you're gonna sit docile and meek and silent in a corner somewhere and be at his beck and
No.
call. I don't even know what meek is. This mouth is reckless.
Listen,
Like I got an issue. We don't talk about
when I feel played, look, ain't no because I'm so genuine. So when you play with me,
it. Yes.
I don't know how to not. I don't know how to control it. Sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
man, because I didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you expect everybody to be like you, and that's our problem. But
That's the
everybody is
problem.
not
Yes.
like you.
That's the
So
problem.
I had to learn that.
Yeah.
And so it taught me to do things totally different and stop expecting more people than what they are.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are people,
Yeah.
and everybody ain't you. So
What do you
I just give you
show?
the same whatever energy you give me, man. I just be like, hey, and not even just the negative energy. I just remove myself, but I'm not gonna give you no more than you give me. I don't care who it is because I've done too much of that. I've over given,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's not good to not get back in return.
It's
Mhm.
not. Yeah, you're right about that. It's not good to not get back in return. Yeah. I Vernicia, I'm at that phase uh too. Kind of where
Mm-hmm.
you were. And child, I'm we all a work in progress, we all growing and learning, and yeah, I've learned a lot in the past year, I would say, a whole lot. And and just, the experiences that we go through just adds more wisdom,
Absolutely.
adds more growth for the next experience, for the next time. But
That's right.
yeah, I'm with you on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And that's so
I
we
can't
that's
wait for Liz to I can't wait for Liz to just open up more.
to unfold. So love and life chat. This is what we're talking about. For those who have joined us, we are here with Liz, Rachelle, and Vernicia of Ready to Love season 3. And you guys, of course, you know me, Aisha from Ready to Love season 4. And this is Aisha Love and Life Chats with the Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you. The Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you. We are loving on each other. We are showing what sister circles look like. We are showing what it looks like to say that we bleed the same blood. Girl, you do not have to tear me down to build yourself up. Sister, it's okay to cry. Sister, it's okay to admit your accountability, but we are passing shame back to the shamer. This is what this chat is about. If you have entered the chat, please, 638 people watching us so far. Please hit
Oh,
the
here?
like button.
Wow.
Please hit
Why
the
we
like
can't
button.
see him?
I
We
know.
can't see him.
638 and rising. Yes, guys, you guys, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. So yeah, I mean that's great. And like I
Stop,
said,
mama.
we are not meek women. I don't. bash men, what I don't do, but I am vocal. I am very vocal when I am feeling like I am not being treated how I'm supposed to be treated. So I'm not sitting in the corner crying my eyes out and hoping somebody treats me how I deserve to be treated. So I want people to understand there's a difference between a woman who would let someone run all over them and a woman who is sure of herself and full of love and understanding and gives people grace. And I think you have witnessed between the three of us that we are women who show up in the world and show up in people's lives, and we give people grace and we allow people to show up. We allow people to show up. So, with that being said, the next question I have for you, guys, let's switch a little bit gears and go back to some fun stuff. What does it take to make Liz smile?
Oh, girl, you got some good questions. Aisha. Oh, what does it take to make me smile? Somebody, you know, that's, oh God, that's a great question, girl. Um, Being able to see through someone's soul and see honesty and genuineness, a good soul. Like I think when I connect with people and I meet people and they're honestly a good soul, to be around, like that makes me smile. Like we have the same values, and this is not even about like this is friendships. This is, that will make me smile. Knowing that I'm in the presence and the company of good hearted people that I can trust, you know what I mean? That I can like be myself around. Um, Good energy. That makes me smile. My family makes me smile. Oh my God. My friends, my loved ones, those things make me smile.
What about you, Verneashia? What makes Verneashia smile?
I'm always smiling. But somebody that's reciprocating and giving me the same energy and the same love that I'm giving to them,
Yeah.
that really makes me smile. Of course, my kids make me smile, make me proud. Um, Hell, me.
Mm,
I
I
make me
agree.
smile. I've overcome so many things, and I just smile at where I know that God is taking me. Right? I'm like,
Amen. Yes.
I'm always smiling because I know, like, it's so much to say. Like, I just know where God is taking me. I know the route that He's taking me. I know what it took to get here, and I know where I'm going. So I know the end is going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
So
Yes, yes,
life makes me smile, honey.
yes. And for me, the same thing. My children. Man, I'm obsessed with those kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 16. I can't believe it. My daughter's 14. And I don't know. I just like having feel good moments. I'm saying like you are always smiling. People are like, "What
Yeah.
you faking that?" No, I'm smiling. Life is
Life.
freaking amazing in spite of what's happening around us.
Yeah.
It's not to be people like, oh, it's so funny. Somebody said, oh, Aisha's always preaching like she didn't go through anything. Why do I have to fall apart to show you that I'm whole?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did the falling apart on my own, and now you are watching the pieces that have been put back together. And there's a few pieces missing. I'm still healed and healing.
Yeah.
So why must you believe my hurt existed for me to fall apart in front of you? I'm whole. I'm smiling because I woke up and got to see my kids go to school today, come home. I got to make another dollar, and I am happy. You do not need to see people fall apart to believe that they experience hurt.
You know where the society today is, if they don't see it, it's not happening.
Mm,
So people want to see you hurt, crying, distressed, depressed. And if you're not doing that, you know, it didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
You're not that hurt.
You bitter. You lying. You ain't really happy. Like, no. I promise you I am. I promise you I'm doing just fine. There's a life after Ready to Love. There was life before Ready to Love. That
Child,
8 weeks,
look, Liz, she where we was last year.
Yeah,
that 8 weeks didn't shift nothing, honey.
yeah.
We done had so many talks, so many, girl,
So
Yes,
many.
just
pieces of
getting us
life.
back to each other, right? And
Yeah,
I went through my dilemma first, and then Liz.
Yes.
It was so crazy because it's like I was just getting over my heel, and then here come Liz. I'm like,
and B was so shocked. She said, "What the hell?" She's like, "What?"
I'm saying what the heck on here, but I was like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
You just don't see it coming. It's like you
don't
feel bamboozled. Nobody wants to be
let
No.
it stray.
bamboozled.
Bamboozled. What's that line from the movie? I've been bamboozled. Let it stray. Hoodwinked.
Right. And
Hoodwinked.
it's
Like,
right, and especially when it happened in front of the world. Like, what?
yours didn't though. Yours didn't happen in front of my stuff.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
reunion was like,
yeah,
and I went into the reunion knowing I didn't even want to go. I just know I was like, oh my God, because I was still just emotional and just over it at the same time. You know, you both. It's like
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
tired, but
yeah,
I got to deal with it,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then I got to deal with it in front of millions of people that are watching.
Mhm.
Don't have a clue what
Mhm.
I'm going through. Even before it, child, I'm over it. Like it was last year. I have moved on completely. I am in a very happy, healthy relationship.
Yay.
So I don't
Wait,
even
wait,
have to
don't give
talk
them that
about
yet.
it.
Don't give them that yet. That's we gonna save that. The next
I'm very happy and healthy.
we
I don't
gonna
even
save
have
that
the
for next.
energy to go through nothing else like that ever.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
So
But
now that's out.
Liz, you remember
child.
before it crashed, I was like, "Am I tripping?"
Yeah, I remember. I
So
remember.
that so that's the next question was gonna be what was life on Ready to Love for you?
On
What
Ready
was
to Love.
life? What
What was life at on Ready to Love for you?
on or after?
On, so you're gonna tell me your journey of how was it on it? What was the courtship like on the show, transitioning out of the show, and then to where we at now? Because now we getting into the meat and the potatoes of this love and life chat.
Liz, you want to go first?
Ah, you gonna put me out there? It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that process. I really did.
I
Because
did too.
honestly, I to meet that many people at one time and get a chance to get to know all of those men, and then the women. We had a bond. We made a bond too. So just the whole experience was really, to me, amazing. It's like once in a lifetime, and very hopeful, very excited. It was real for me. Yeah, I don't know about nobody else, but it was real for me. Okay.
It was. It
like
was.
It
like
was
100. I ain't even say 100. I'm gonna go to the hood, say 100%
funny.
real for me. Um but I enjoyed it. It was a trip. Just kind of being able to lack of a better word, juggle people that you're trying to get to know, trying to see who's the
Mhm.
best fit for you. Then you think that it's one person, and then you end up with somebody, and then turn
Yes.
out none of them.
It
What
was
what
exciting for you, Liz.
is it? You say what?
It was exciting.
It
Like
was.
your journey was very exciting.
It was. It
It
was.
was.
So now in your journey, Liz, it was exciting, it was fun, and now the cameras are off, the lights is down, and you are in a relationship, and the world is watching. How is Liz emotionally? How
You,
is Liz?
you know what? I think we all, the ones that were serious about the journey, thought like after the show we in a full blown relationship.
Like
We
we
talked
thought we
about
was
that.
about to live
Remember?
happily ever after.
We in a full blown relationship. Shoot,
Honey,
these brothers out here, they weren't trying to be in nothing like for real, for real.
yeah.
But I
sad
mean, I
part of
think
it.
that's just no, I was excited afterwards. I'm like, oh my goodness, because my journey, I felt like I had ended up with someone that was genuine, that was pure, that person had qualities that I wanted. Like realistically, I get a lot of people like, did you really like him? Yeah, yeah, I did. What yeah. I really did. I saw some qualities that my father had in him. Um, he seemed to be very strong spiritually. Everything pretty much that I had wanted in a mate, I was able to see those things. And so I was excited. I spent a lot of time with that person. I mean, I was with the family all the time, spend the night at the mama house. Like it was real, vice versa, my family. So I'm thinking, hey, this it. We in it. You
That's
know,
it.
look at God. But God knows way more than we know. And you can want something to be so much. Um, even, believe in it, feel like you heard God in it, fight for all of that. God, like, let me shut this down real quick. And then let me show you what
Huh.
I'm protecting you from.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, so I'm being real nice, huh, B?
Very.
Vernicia said, "Yeah, you being real nice. You being real nice."
Very nice. Maybe too nice, maybe too
And,
great.
and and I think I think we get to show up in our raw emotion without it being like I said in my other things. It's not bashing anybody. It's my truth. I experience it. I lived it.
Yeah,
I get to tell my truth,
yeah.
regardless of how anybody else receives it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not here tearing down black men because we're still saying, listen, whether y'all
Liz
want to
has
believe it,
been very graceful
yes.
throughout this ordeal. Even when she was being drugged, and people were making their own assumptions and other people was throwing jabs. She's always been she's taught me grace.
Yeah.
Like to be like, girl, listen, God's still working on me. But you did. And I used to watch how you move, and it's like, okay, you don't have to react to everything. You don't have to prove nothing to the world. Like, no matter what you say, people have already made their own perception of who
Yeah.
they think you are or what they think happened. So, no matter what you say, does it really matter? You know what I'm saying?
In the end.
Yeah.
So, I wish I would have got it way early on because, baby, I was on the internet like, not
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I feel
Child,
you,
they
sis.
still
But
was
but
coming.
B, there was so many times, and what I wanted to show
And I used to be like, I'm out.
Yeah, am I? Tell them. I wanted to show
Girl.
receipts. I wanted to show everything. Cause I got a whole lot of them. But my thing was, you know what? God can handle my life way better than I can.
Mm.
And that's what made me take the approach of grace. And it's not just that. There are some intimate things that I know that and V, maybe this is even, there are some things that I know that if I say something, like if I because of let's see, the following, the influence and all of that, if I say something, it will not be well with that individual, meaning, it just won't be well. And I'm not trying to hurt somebody or
She's trying.
be.
She's a protector. She want to even protect the people that has hurt her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not. God's still working on me. I'm not in that business yet.
But I'm trying to think about when I and by no means has this been very easy at all. But I'm really, and it's not about being over spiritual goody two shoes.
No.
Honestly, I am trying to think about how much grace God has given me
Yeah.
Amen.
and some things that I have been through in life, and I'm trying to take that approach. And I'm trying to honor God now. And just be flat out honest, God just won't let me yet. And I said that I won't say and share everything, but God just won't allow me to share details right now. He just won't let me do it. So it's like my spirit man won't come out and really say what I want to say. Uh, and I think a part of that though too is God is teaching me some things in that being still, that being quiet, walking in wisdom. He's teaching me some stuff. And I think he wants me, before I share my story, come to a place of full healing and restoration, which I'm there, but you know what I mean? So when I do share it, it ain't coming out of hurt. It ain't coming out of bitterness. It's not coming out of, it's coming out of, listen, this is what I've been through. Let me tell you this, because I don't want you to go through it. You know, it's not, I'm not, like you say, I'm not bashing. I'm trying, you feel me? So that's how I look at it. But you never know. I said, so I did live. I said, hey, don't keep poking this bear, because I might just mess around, and I'm only human. You know, I try
Yeah.
my best, but I might
Yeah.
just mess around and really expose everything.
Yeah.
You really don't want that, and I don't want that either.
We all
But
I say we all deserve a good man. We all everyone deserves a good man. We all deserve good women. We all deserve good men. It's just about making sure people show up with integrity, and people are of their word. You know, because our word is all we have. Like your word, where I'm from, your word is your bond. You know,
yeah,
like that's how I grew up. Your word is your bond, and I respect the man who say, "Yo, I'm dating you and I'm dating her too. Are you with it?" I respect him. Don't take my choice from me.
Ooh,
I
cha.
respect that man because don't rob me of my love. Don't rob me of everything that I'm giving to you. That's you are a thief now. You rob me of my stuff and then try to leave with all of my stuff. You ain't doing that. Be
yeah,
honest, but it's the selfishness of these men that I
very
want to
much.
hold on to you because I posed that question to my RTL dude. Is can we date other people? Nah, I want this. No, I don't want to date nobody. I just want you. That says the three women you sleeping with and the two babies. Okay? Make it make sense to me.
Or just be
So
honest while you really on the show, and
be
not try to
honest.
ride. Hey, be honest while you on the show. Tell the truth
That's too
about
much
that,
like right.
and then and not try to ride, not try to string along
Too
and
much
ride the
like right.
Not
coattail
try
by
to make it to
hashtagging
the end.
names, by hashtagging names when you know your heart has left the building. Okay,
Mm,
and don't string a sister along. But let's talk about
mm-hmm,
that. Be real about where you at, because you know when I come into something, my last name is Ernest. This is what I'm gonna say. So that means, you know, there's something in the name. I'm a very honest, genuine person. I ain't perfect, but I'm honest. Yeah. So anyway, I digress. We calm down.
mm. And go back to what you said, Liz. That's why when people keep saying, "No, Dante been stopped following her. He been stopped following her. He been stopped following her." I was going through something amazing happening in my life, and I was also going through processing it all, so that when I came, I didn't come with a wicked tongue. I didn't want to come with a wicked tongue that was going to scorn me and the side effects. I had to sit with it for a minute. Your minute may be longer than my minute, but my minute said
Yeah.
2 weeks is enough. Go. Because the information that I learned was this is a predator. This is not somebody. This is a womanizer. This is not somebody who you get to just act like this was TV and this didn't happen. The information that I walked away with and learned was one of Aisha, if you have no duty to your sisters, man, sis, this is not a just let it go under the rug type of situation. And every time I say it ain't my business, it was like it is. It is. And I don't care how anybody receive it. This ain't no bit of Betty talk. This ain't no I'm sad. I got the notes. I got the all the cards and the gifts and the text messages saying how much I love you, how much I want to be with you. Thank you for your patience. I really want this. So I didn't make up something in my head. So So if I didn't make up something in my head and then now some false and now you done falsified all this relationship to gain what? What would you gain? So I said, oh, okay, what was my purpose? Not to find love, but to show and show people that it's still okay to love. To show women that you still get to say, I want this love thing. This love thing look good. This love thing feel good. And then bigger, oh, we need you to take that giant down. So that's what my situation taught me. Oh no, we need you to cut that giant back his knees because he's getting too big for his britches. Take him down. So my minute may be longer than my Liz minute may be longer than mine. So for some people like, oh Liz in the chat saying air him out, air him out, air him out, air him out. Liz will do at her time.
She gonna do it when she get ready. She got a lot to say.
New York minute.
Whenever she
and
ready
New
to
Yorkers,
say it, it'll be said.
New Yorkers, we don't waste time. My minute was a New
Y'all
York
sure
minute.
don't. Y'all quick with it.
Mine was the day after the reunion, honey. I went straight live for 2 hours. I was like, let me tell y'all something. I had already talked to my producers. I have been holding it in. Oh, we got to come up out of here. I'm Aquarius. So once I speak on it, I'm done with it. It is what it is. Never spoke to that man again. I'm good. But you are not make me look like a damn fool.
Yeah.
That's what you're not going to do. Because if you was there, you know.
Nobody's alarm is going off. Anybody alarm is going off? No, nobody's alarm. They say somebody's alarm is going off in the back.
I hear like this high pitched, like, but I think that you know how the air or that might be. Not an alarm.
So, okay, what are some deal breakers for you guys that you know that you put aside for Ready to Love that you normally would? Because I always tell people Ready to Love was a fast pace, in your face, speed dating on crack, and then you get rose-colored goggles because we think these men are vetted out for our best interest. So, what is your deal breakers that you would have not overlooked if you were not on Ready to Love?
A 40-year-old rapper. I'm so serious. I don't even play like that. I'm not laughing. I'm so serious.
I would
you
not
have overlooked
Verneashia,
I wasn't expecting that beat, but I know you're serious.
Girl,
That's
I was
why
not straight from the hip like me, straight from the hip. I'm a Gemini.
I'm an Aquarius. I don't date
slow.
40-year-old rappers. I don't date rappers at all. So an aspiring 40-year-old rapper was a very much of a red flag for me that I should have taken heed to. But I overlooked it because I felt like the good outweighed the bad, to be honest. But that's definitely not my thing. I was literally in my head trying to figure out how do I cope with this because I'm not sharing your music. I'm not.
And they said she said it with a straight face. She said it with. They said Vernicia
I'm
just made me
so
spit my
serious.
water out. They said Vernicia. Maybe they said I'm cracking up Vernicia, and you saying it with a straight face.
I'm so serious. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And because the thing is, we're thinking these men are vetted out for us, right? So we're going in with an open mind and we're like, okay, if these are the options, right? So let me choose from the options or walk away.
And to be honest, I wouldn't date anybody else that was there. I had my reasons of dating, like Liz will tell you. I just wouldn't. He made more sense to me for me.
Yes.
Because of where we were in life, having kids, accomplishing things, and mindset wise of where I thought we were headed. A lot of them were kind of young or didn't have children. I don't have kids, so I don't want to date anybody without kids. I don't want to take that from you of you having a child of your own because I'm not having no baby for nobody. Other ones were kind of like they just wasn't my type. Maybe I wasn't their type. Fine. So it was just like, so when that it made sense
I feel you. It
on
made
that
sense.
show at that moment,
Yeah.
And the
right?
show and the process that's unconventional that I doubt anybody was prepared for, you
No.
know?
So I always ask myself if I had if the opportunity occurred to meet that same person in a different setting, would that have happened? Probably not.
Hmm.
But at the moment, and then I was like 100% all in. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a real try because I'm surrounding myself around like-minded men that want what I want. Right? We're all here for the same thing.
Yeah. Just what you thought.
That's what we
Roxy
thought.
said, Roxy said, what bothers me is three ladies came in with a pure heart and was ready to love, but the men weren't. God will bless all of you with your kids in his time. I love you all. Thank you, Roxy.
Thank you,
And that's
Roxy.
Roxy.
the sad
Yeah.
part about it all. What about you, Liz? What was your deal breakers that you put aside for the fact that this was unconventional dating?
Uh,
Say the truth.
hindsight. Oh, hindsight 2020.
Hindsight is definitely 20. Yeah. You guys are saying my audio is off. Is my audio off? Can y'all not hear me?
You kind of. It's like a little echo.
Maybe
I
should
can
I
hear
not?
you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe I gotta turn down my tremble or something. Hold on.
Girl, you better work that. They turn down the tremble.
How about now? Is that better? Is that better, guys?
I can. I mean,
It
I
got
can.
low.
Yeah, you got low, but I mean, I still can hear you.
Is your volume all the way up and then your tremble is down?
Uh-huh. How about that?
It's better.
That's good. Yeah.
That's better?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that, guys? Okay, everybody saying yes? Oh, you saying I should use headphones? So I'll know next time to use headphones. Remember, just have grace for me that this is the one, probably my second time me doing this. So just give me a little bit of grace and uh figuring it all out. So you're saying what, Liz?
Oh, I would say a couple of things. Not, not being able, deal breaker. Not being able to uh separate what you're trying to build with that person relationship and
Sorry, Liz. They saying somebody has an AC on or a fan.
Probably my air. India. India.
Liz?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Vernicia, it's you. It's your air conditioner.
It's been on.
Yeah, I think they say now it's giving heat because when I mute your mic, it stops. Yeah. Can you guys hear us? Well, they're gonna have to. We'll get along, guys. We're doing good.
You can turn it off until she comes. I just told her to come and go turn it off.
No, we can deal with it. They fine. So, Liz, what you said was some of your deal breakers.
Yeah, like just not maturity, immaturity, and not being able to deal with what's happening and building a relationship versus what people saying. Uh, that was big. Just allowing what outsiders are saying to affect what what you're building. That oh, what Jesus, I'm thinking. I'm sorry. That's one thing. So immaturity in that. And just willing to just, I mean, not no stick to itness.
Mm-hmm.
That when I think about some of the conversations that I had during that time with that individual, it was just,
Completely.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No.
it was just kind of like easy to like sky up, you know. I took it as, oh, okay, maybe it's some fear or whatever, but that would be a red flag. That'd be something that's a deal breaker. Narcissism.
Mm.
I I'm realizing that that I have attracted that. And so I'm like, okay, now what do I need to correct on the inside so I don't attract it no more? Or if I attract it, that I won't, because you can't help really what you attract. Sometimes you attract everything. You see what I'm saying? And so I think I would say, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how not to, be attracted to that, or, don't what say come into the light, Carolyn.
Do you feel like you have to? Do you feel like you are attracting people that you have to heal?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you the healer,
Are you the fixer? Yeah. Are you the
the
healer?
fixer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Nice.
do. And
So that's what
naturally,
I identified.
yeah,
Yeah.
naturally I am like I am a healer, a fixer, a
Mm-hmm.
reconciliation type person. So that's good, B. I ain't think about it like that.
That's how I
Um,
feel
Mm-hmm.
when you
yeah.
said that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what came to
That's what I
me.
learned in therapy about myself is I was a people pleaser. And I had to let go of that people pleasing aspect because I've been a goody two shoe my whole life. In school,
Really?
yeah, girl.
So not a people pleaser.
I was like in school, I had to get an A. If I got an A minus, I lost my biscuit. If I got a B plus, I lost my biscuit. I will be like crying to the what do I gotta do to get an A plus? Like if my siblings did something, I'm telling. Like I didn't know that about myself. And these examples is what I learned in therapy is how I knew that I was a people pleaser. Is I
Wow.
wanted to make my mom. I'm three of eight. My parents had 8 children together. All eight of my mom kids she had with my father. But even being number three, by the time my mother kept having more children, I kept feeling like, wait a minute, it's too many babies. So I started to be like, Ma, I got an A. Ma,
Look at me.
look at me. Mommy,
Yeah.
don't forget about me. You got another baby in your belly. Don't forget about me. And I remember we joke to this day because every time she used to get pregnant, I used to be like, woo, what do you have to have another baby? And that's what I learned in therapy is I was too prideful. So even when my marriage started to fall apart, I was too prideful to say, somebody help me because I'm being hurt.
Mm.
I didn't know how to say that because they called me and my husband Barbie and Ken. We look good, our kids look good. So now people painted this picture of us. So how dare I disrupt people's picture? So in therapy, when we delve deep, the first thing I told this story on one of my interviews is the first thing she asked me was, what did you do to contribute to this?
Mm.
And I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I ain't doing nothing. What do you mean? Somebody decided to hit me. I'm wrong. She says, it's not about the hitting. I'm that part is not your doing. What made Aisha stay? What made her stay? And I just kept saying, I don't know. She said, what made you stay? What made you say that this was okay, regardless of the bruises, regardless of all of what it looked like and felt like that was wrong? What made you stay? And I remember breaking down crying and said, I didn't want people to judge me.
Wow.
I didn't want to be a young Black girl being beat. I didn't want to be a young Black girl being divorced. I didn't want to be a young Black single mother. I didn't, you see how many strikes I got against me? I didn't want that many strikes. It was too many fingers going up for me to think about it. Oh, I'm in church. I don't want them to think that, oh, you married. You got to stick by your husband. You got to stick by your husband. You married. You got to stick by your husband. That's what the church people kept telling me. You got to stick by
They
your husband.
do. They
You married. You
absolutely
got to stick
do.
it out with your husband. You got to stick it out with your husband. My pastor married us. You got to stick it out with your husband. You got to stick it out with your husband. No matter what, stick it out. And so now I felt like I had nowhere to go because my church is telling me, stay with, work it out. Too many people going to be eyes on me. I'm not going to be Barbie and Ken no more, and my children are going to lose their home. And it was until I was able to learn what I always say, the shame doesn't belong to me, is when I found my freedom. And one day, 8 years ago, I turned on my camera and I went to Facebook and I said, hello, my name is Aisha, and I was being abused. I walked away from my husband and I will never go back. Judge me if you must, but I am free and I am safe and my kids are happy. I will never pretend for you people ever again. Aisha, I won't pretend for you either. When it's falling apart, stay. I need somebody to help me put it back together because I don't understand this puzzle. Aisha, when somebody's hurting you, you will say, hey, you're hurting me. And I'm going to ask for help because you won't stop hurting me. You have to be able to say to yourself, I can't fix that person because they are broken, but I can be responsible for Aisha and no longer will I ever people please. That's why even when this fell apart, I was able to come say, judge me if you want, because he got 3 kids and I said yes to him. But me cheating on me has nothing to do with me and
That's
all
right.
to do with him.
Exactly.
Aisha showed up with all her trauma filed away, sealed, and nobody was going to ever trigger that. I've been separated from my husband for 9 years. I've been dating for 5 years successfully. I've never experienced him. So it goes back to what you were saying, Liz, when you said what you attracted. I don't think in this ready to love experience, we attracted these people. This was what we were given. This was the options.
True.
Dante was somebody I would never have looked out in public. I've said that on my first live with Chriselle Jordan. I would have never looked at him. Not that he's not handsomely aesthetic. The 3 baby mothers would have automatically threw me off. There is some physical attributes of him that I don't like, but I'm not a vain woman. So I was ready. I was willing to be like, oh, I know people talk about his teeth, but that ain't got nothing. Oh, girl, I ain't vain. You know, people talk about his crooked walk. Yeah, I know he bow-legged and knock-kneed, but I'd rather be with a bow-legged knock-kneed man that love me, you know? So I'm thinking as a woman who's approaching her 40s, for me, what's realistic in what I was given. And because like we said, all 3 of us went in with open hearts.
Because nobody is perfect. So in my
Nobody.
head, you got to stop trying to look for the perfect man.
Exactly.
Nobody is perfect.
And
You're not perfect.
Yeah,
Me.
exactly.
I'm not perfect. So
You know,
stop
y'all been
thinking so
hearing
I'm
his
like,
lips.
you know what?
Stop.
You're right.
These people
I
are
can overlook some corny shit, to be honest.
they in this chat.
Because I overlook some corny stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, because they saying we
Because
see
I
the
feel like
God and
overall,
the
great
sex from
father,
us.
good heart,
Yes.
everything else, but then when it's like, okay,
Then
he's
wait, then when you overlook, and then you like, wait a minute, hold on. I don't overlook A, B, C, D, E, and then you go.
But then you want to play with me?
And then you gonna play with me?
Man, hold up. Like, let's be real clear. See, let's wait. You wanna really? Is this what we doing?
That is so. I just want you to think that if you haven't had therapy, Lizzo, and like the blame doesn't fall on you, you do have to have accountability. And like Vernicia said, are you a fixer? Are you a healer? Once you identify that trait, it's easy then to ward off the freaking F boys. Because trust me, I have never experienced abuse ever again since I left my husband.
Yeah.
And I got him therapy.
Yeah. I'm actually, I'm not gonna say this, but no, there's that is funny because that just kind of gave me some enlightenment because that, like I said, I walk in that, like that healing, like I really do. There was something that he advised to my family. This is like one of the first little side dates we had, and we were walking in the park, and he said his back was hurting, and I laid hands on his back and I prayed silently. And the next day, we encountered each other. He was like, I don't have no more pain in my back. He dealt with a lot of back spasms. And so he told my family that and was like, oh, she's wife, she's this and this, woo, 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 woo. And it's like, man, so that's something natural. And so it's kind of like, I didn't realize that went over and filtered over into, attracting, those that need healing. I didn't realize that. Yeah. And so yeah, it's a learning lesson. I learned a lot. And can I say one last thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you want.
I think my deal breaker, and this is different, going back into you trying to give benefit of doubt. This is a whole different dynamic. This is not regular dating. You have celebrity and fame.
Speed dating.
And then celebrity and fame comes with it. After the second ex reached out to me while we were dating, I should have just
come on with it. Vernicia, she unfolded a little bit.
I sure did. But after the second ex reached out to me, that I should have just said, oh no. But because celebrity, you thinking people, you don't know whose intentions are real, who's right. Because you might have a hater out there that's trying to mess up what you got because they mad because you in the lights. Mm-hmm. So that's hard to navigate. It's really hard. Do not know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would have been normal. I would be like rap, But I'm like, oh well, maybe it's that, maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's you make all these excuses. Yeah.
But when the third one called Liz, then what we do when the third girl is like, yeah,
it didn't get to number 3.
When I got to number 3,
I don't know about number 3.
When I got to number 3, I said, well, now this ain't hater. This is some truth to this.
But yeah, I had to go back and apologize to one of the young ladies because I'm telling you, I was about mine. I was in the chats, I was in Facebook chat going hard for what I felt like.
The chat is saying, Liz, we are not here to judge you. We are here to love on you. Tell your truth. Take your time.
Yeah. I was going to bat, for what I felt like was something good, for me. And I went back and apologized to that young lady because I went off on her. I'm not gonna lie. I don't do everything perfect. I went off on it because I got tired. There were a lot of negativity. Honestly, to be real with you, there was a lot of negativity about our relationship. And that was good, but it was a lot of negativity. And that did take a toll on the relationship, even having a chance, to be honest, But, I had to go back and apologize to that young woman because some of the stuff she was sharing, I was like, sis, I'm sorry. I ain't realized. And she was like, oh, she said, you going to remember this day? I went back and I said, you were right. I apologize how I came off at you. I was wrong at, being just, my thing is you right, you wrong, you wrong.
Yes.
And absolutely. It's okay because we're not perfect. I don't care if we're right all the time. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I was just a perfect person in a relationship. No relationship is perfect. But I tell you one thing. This is what I will say. I had a perfect heart. Mm-hmm. I definitely was a woman that built up, encouraged, that pushed, that loved hard, that was genuine. You say whatever you want to say, but you can't say none of that. You can't say that wasn't the truth. And that was willing to put in the work to make something happen.
Yes.
So.
But we get beat up for that.
Yeah.
We get beat up for that. We get beat up for being the same like Kim, Tamika, Pam, Tasha. Tasha, Tamika, Kim, and Pam will come at us and say, girl, shut up. You knew what was going to happen to you. How did I know?
Girl, you seen the red flags.
Right. No, you didn't see no red flags off back.
I seen when y'all seen.
What
Right.
I see
so what
behind
they
the
don't
scenes. I
understand is that
wasn't
we're
there when the
watching it
red
with
flags were
them.
going on.
We're
I wasn't
watching it with
there.
them. They don't understand that, Vernicia. They really don't get that.
They don't
By
get
the
it.
time it comes onto their TV screen, we are literally out the process dating.
Liz, what was I being shown in front of everybody? Like, was I being shown that I wasn't the top pick, or that I wasn't the number one, or that I wasn't his choice? I was never not being shown that to my face.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
whatever happens behind closed doors or when I'm
We
not there,
don't know.
I have no
Don't know what's
control
happening.
over.
So when we see conversations on the screen talking about, oh, I chose 2 weeks ago, I knew, and you the cap, all this and stuff. We like, wait, you didn't say that.
You
Mhm.
didn't
So
say
it's like,
that. You didn't say that to me.
now we do know editing is real. Now I'm not gonna sit up here and lie about that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna bash editing. That's just me.
Yes,
Listen,
I don't
we
never bash
signed a
anyone.
contract that gave them
The
the
autonomy to do
right
whatever
to
they
use
want.
our likeness how they want to. So
Hmm.
that's editing. That's a part of it. So I'm not gonna sit up here and bash editing, but things I know were edited out, and different things like that. I do know that.
A
Even if
lot of stuff didn't even make it to the
Wait, hold
screen.
on, ladies. So y'all say y'all see the red flags on Jason. You guys have to remember what I just said. We are watching it with you. Oh, sorry, that's a tornado watch.
oh Lord.
Oh, I don't know what
Where
that.
you're at
Yeah,
in
no,
Washington. Okay.
yeah. You have to remember we are literally. So let me put this out there one more last time for you guys. By the time we wrap Ready to Love, we are go on what is called a cooling break. That break is to see if the relationships take root. So as we are in the cooling phase and everybody's going back to their normal lives, we are now dating. I am dating Dante full fledged. Liz is dating Jason full fledged. Vernicia is dating Joe full fledged. We are not seeing the TV. We do not know what's happening before us. It is only until it comes on you guys for the premiere that we watch alongside of you. When we watch the same suitors tell us that we was number one, and then we see them tell another girl number one. So now we done dated them for 4 months or 2 months, however time our cooling period was, and then now we looking at them like, well, what the hell is going on? And now the women who come and approach us after the fact only have the ammo based on what they seeing on the TV. So for you guys to keep saying, but we saw the red flags, we caught the red flags when you caught the red flags. We're not seeing these red flags because we're not seeing the TV show yet.
Yeah.
Editing has to happen. I didn't go on group dates.
Mind you, the men are not brave enough to even say to your face the truth. Like,
Yes,
even with the
yes,
Kyra situation
right.
with me, when Joel chose Kyra in that moment, he never told me that until
Exactly.
Amber disclosed that at the resort.
And I
I
never
never, I never, ever, ever knew that. I would not have known that had Amber not said that. And everybody gave Amber so much BS because she spoke up. She should have.
yes, you should
Because
have.
guess what they wanted to do? They wanted me to wait to see that on TV when you guys seen it.
Yes.
But they
We
didn't,
did
Amber
not
didn't give them a
know.
choice. That was not scripted. They didn't tell
Yeah.
her to do that.
Not
She
No.
went ahead of production and did whatever. And it wasn't no coming back from that because my reaction was my reaction. And how
Mhm.
I acted at the resort was how I acted. I could not believe that. You have to know the in to know the outs, right?
Yes.
Like, you got to know every time filming is wrapped up, we leaving production together. Every
Yes.
time, like, he won't leave production without me. We're falling asleep on the phone, waking up on the phone. We're going on dates.
yeah.
We're heavily dating at this point. It's 3 months, only 3 months to y'all. But when you spend 3, 4 months damn near every day with this person, it's a different type of 3 months. It's
Different
not no
type.
y'all 3 months where y'all see each other once a week.
Exactly.
We seeing each other every
Every day.
every single
Every
day
single
for
day.
3 months. So that's more of
Every
like a
single day we're
six
seeing
months,
each other.
8 month time span to a regular 3 month time span because you don't get a break.
Yes, it's
Like,
not the
if somebody
same.
choosing to see you every day and then you don't even have to choose it. Because if you making it and you're still going on and you're on the show, you're there on production every day. And if that guy like that, I was never not chosen to my face. I don't care what nobody say. Like, he showed me differently after he made it to the end.
Yes.
So if you can't take nothing from nothing, when he showed me at the end, that's why I came on a reunion like I came on a reunion. He still was lying to production, telling production that we were good. When
Mm-hmm.
production called, because they
Mm-hmm.
call you to do a wellness check before you
Mm-hmm.
go to the reunion,
Mm-hmm.
they called me and they asking me, and I was like, oh, I haven't spoken to him in 3 weeks.
Yep.
They're like, oh, well, we just talked to him. He said everything good. I say it's not good. But see, I'm not the one to put up a facade. I'm not the one to do a fake persona. I'm not the one to act like nothing. If it ain't good, it's not good. I say he's lying. And then I
Mm-hmm.
got to breaking down to production what it was. So then we go on the show. That was my first time seeing dude in over a month. Have not seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have not talked to him. Literally, it was a wrap for me. You don't have but one time to show me that you're not interested in me. Even with the Kyra situation, he didn't act like he didn't want to make it right. He didn't act like he wasn't interested. He was very much, he had his walls up to where he felt like he had the right to do what he did. Because we were on a dating show, he felt like he had the right to choose. But you didn't have the right to not tell me, to
To
inform
tell
me.
me the truth.
That's where you went wrong. You
That's
have
what
the
we
right
were on.
to make your decision for however you felt like you needed to, but you didn't have the right to not tell me because you wasn't showing me that. Like we had one miscommunication. If it only take one miscommunication for you to choose somebody else, I don't want you. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do nothing with that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna always have miscommunications. Nobody relationship is perfect.
Yep.
Nobody's.
None.
We don't live in a perfect world at all. I'm big on communication. If you know that, you know I'm big with my
Same.
girlfriends, with my children, with my relationships. Man, you ain't got to do nothing but talk to me. I'm so understanding. It ain't nothing that I have not been through or seen that I cannot understand. If
Yes.
he would came to me after he did that and say, "Man, I messed up, Vernicia. I said I
Same.
wanted to leave with Kyra. This is my reason." Told me his reason and communicate. That way, when Amber would have came to me, I would have said I already knew, because it would have been fixed. Not to say if I would have forgave him or not, but whatever it was would have been fixed. Whether I chose to keep going the other way or I chose to stick it out. But you
Yes.
don't take that right away from me.
Don't
And
take
then at
my
the end,
place.
you treat me like whatever after you make it to the end. So my thing is, you already had a motive. My motive was never to make it to the end. I always told I can go home anytime. I do not care. I
Anytime.
didn't date multiple men. I wasn't trying to make them like me because I didn't care to go.
I
Man, if
didn't
you
care.
send me home, you send me home. I was good. I'm going home to my good life. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real, for real. So it was never about a game to me. Don't have me on this show looking no type of way. And then you have people thinking that they know me. You don't know me. Like you have no clue on who I am.
at all.
I haven't even
Okay.
spoke. It's a lot that I ain't speak up on. Like I spoke, but I don't like it's man.
A lot.
Listen, but when I'm done, I'm done. And anybody that
Period.
know me, he'll
Oh,
tell you that. Never reached out to that dude. I don't have nothing for him, nothing to say to him.
yep.
Blocked. It is what it is.
That
It
I
I
is.
have moved on
me.
with my life.
That exactly. That's that. It took me a while to
They
get.
said Vernicia is a Southern Aisha. Y'all energy match. Y'all too cute.
I love it. I love it. I
Listen,
love it.
girl.
Yep. But it took me a while because I was fighting. I it was something I believed.
Definitely.
And you would he was like, Liz.
Listen, I was when I tell you my sis, I was like, man, F that, F him. But Liz got a different heart than me. I got a pure, genuine heart as well. But you don't really get too many chances with me.
Yeah, you can't.
She gonna
Yeah,
give you a chance.
you
Yeah.
can't play in
Her
my face
heart
anymore.
different. She gonna give you a chance to get it right. She gonna
So
give
much.
you a chance to make it right. She
Yeah.
gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself. You don't
Yeah.
really get that with me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a gift and a curse with me. So I
Yeah.
don't not gloating on it. It's not right nor wrong. But
Right.
Liz has a definitely different heart to where she oversees chances with love. And
Yeah.
I just don't have it. Like, I just don't.
I
So
wish
with me
I ain't gonna lie, I wish
sympathizing
I
with
could
her
give
and
you
talking to her,
something
I'm
like
like,
that.
man, listen. But she did, you know, she kept like she was trying. She was trying to like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that.
Right. I was get listen, let me tell you, it was so real for me. His mom, she's sweetheart, was like, loved me. She thought I was his wife. Like we've had conversations. She really loved me and liked me, and I did too. And I was talking to her on occasions when things that I didn't understand was going awry, and trying to get some wisdom, some counsel, trying to get some wisdom, um, um, counsel. What you say, Liz is a silent stinger. She sits back quiet, but I think she sis don't let no. You're right. I don't. It takes a lot. But I was trying to get wisdom and just from her, and because I told her I fell in love. I did. I fell in. Oh, V.
Oh, she's gonna probably come back in.
I fell in love, and so I'm trying to get counsel, wisdom. I'm still fighting, because one of the things was the reason that that he pushed back from what he said to me from the relationship was because he wanted to get some things together as a man. I get that, and I wasn't even really tripping on that from jump, because I was like, okay. He mentioned that he felt inadequate. And so I'm me being the person I am, like, what you mean? I'm here, I believe in you, I'm with you. So I let him push back from the relationship, like he said, to get himself together. But me, like V say, the heart that I have set up is like, all right, this gonna work. Relationships go through the little, testing time. This is the time I'm gonna find out whether or not this is real or not. And so that's what I did. I pushed, I let him do him and gave him his space.
Exactly.
But there was never like a real, line in the sand, because you, brother, you making me feel like you dragging me on with you, hashtagging my name, all of that. I'm thinking, and B would tell me,
he's riding your coattail.
Mm.
I say he is nothing without you. He is using
Same.
you to keep his status, to stay relevant. Let's be honest.
that's real.
I say, Liz, you don't need him. He needs you at this point.
And
I would
see
like really, really talk to my friend,
yeah.
and she would take it in, and then Liz would still be like, but V, because of her heart, I wanted her to be like so much more like me. But
F that nigga.
yeah, man,
Sorry.
F him. But we all so different. But that's what make us even
So
more
different,
original.
but the same. So different,
So
but
different, but the same.
Yeah.
But
I
it
won't
took her a minute to get
sure.
to where she's at, and I'm so proud of you, Liz. And I always tell you that, like, it took a minute,
It took a
but
minute.
she got it, and she finally got over that.
Yeah.
After giving somebody so many chances to like break your heart and continue to
Yeah.
not show up. You know what I'm saying? All he had
up.
to do was show up, or all he could have did was be honest about.
And not leave me out. We sitting
Yeah.
on interviews, you holding my hand the whole time. And I'm like, we gonna get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She just thought it was a
While
moment.
I'm
Like he's
hearing
just going
stuff
through a
that you
moment.
ain't
He's
dating
having a
other
moment.
women,
Same. I was fed the same law list.
what the hell?
I'm going through it. I'm going through a moment. Just
So
stay
I'm gonna
with
say
me.
this. Oh God, I guess I'm just, maybe this is my release. I don't know. This is not bashing. This is my truth. But
This is your truth. We're
the
not
show-
apologizing for this.
listen,
Anybody who has it's a thousand people, 1,085. Woo!
right. They were the tea. They been right to the
We
tea.
are on
I
fire.
wasn't.
I hope the moderator.
Look, we didn't even know.
We went. No, we can't see. And this is not trying to like I
Yes.
said, this is the truth. And my thing was the show called. We're not contracted. Let me just put this. Let me dispel this lie. We were not contracted after the show
They
to
were
keep
not.
up an appearance to make the show. We're the couple. BS. If you've heard that, I'm mad. I'm sorry. It's coming out.
Nah, come on with it.
But we were not contracted. The show contacted me. And they said, Liz, how y'all doing? Basically. And I was like, man, I told them flat out, we going through. Because in my mind, in my heart, we going through.
Yeah.
Brother, we just did an interview. Even though you said right after an interview that we did, on rolling out. 5 minutes after the rolling out video, you like, I need to push back, get myself together, whatever. I'm like, dang, what? Wait a minute. We just did it. You just kissed. What? So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm still riding this out. He having a moment, you know, maybe he a lot on him. He was expressing it was a lot on him. And I get that. I'm going to hold you up, black man, black king. I'm with you. So we do an interview. A week later, you holding my hand throughout the entire interview. I'm thinking you still in the gap. I'm not really realizing your heart has long shifted, but you're dragging me along with this. You hear me? And so they show call. And so I said, man, we not really, we rocky. You know, we you know, and this is what I said, listen, I said, I'm down to do it. I said, but y'all talk to Jay. I'm sorry, we don't talk about Bruno. No. Y'all talk to him. I ain't even gonna say the name because all the time I'm speaking.
Don't say their names. Don't give them no more clout.
About my brother. Okay. So, but so I said, talk to him. Whatever he decides, that's what we gonna do. I put it in his hands. Let him lead. And I told him flat out. I said, you know, we can do this. This will be an opportunity. This could be reconciliation. This is what I want. Totally flat out. Yeah, cool. Yes. Okay. We came to an agreement. Went out of town. The trip was beautiful. I'm feeling like he's meeting my friends. I got some friends in DC. I'm feeling like, whoa, like, okay, we're going to be, this is it. You know, and then, you know, I'm hearing things, you know, we're having deep conversations and, you know, you telling me stuff, kind of like sharing why you took the route that you took to push back. You know, you really getting in detail with it. And when you tell me you were so upset with production and how they so-called depicted you, and probably because of what people were saying, because no lie, I'm not, they really did give him the biz. And he really, you know, it was like, why y'all doing that? You know, and I was mad. My family ride or die. My family was mad. They were in the chats going in. And it was like, he got frustrated, man. But when you tell me that, and you tell me that it got to the point to where I was so upset that when I look at you, I would get angry. I don't think I told you this, B.
You didn't tell me that.
He told me that, and I'm looking like, what the hell?
Say that again.
He's so upset that when he
was
at her,
upset with how production, editing, or whatever made him look. How he felt made him look, and what people were saying when he would look at me, he would get angry, and I was like, that's dangerous, dude. Wait, what? I haven't done anything. And then he told me, he was like, you know, sometimes you call me, you encourage me, and I would just get irritated.
I heard the same thing. Oh my God.
What man doesn't want a woman that's going to encourage you? What is that? I'm sorry. Like, I don't even understand it. You're a great woman. You wife material. All this that they say. You know, you're perfect. Okay, I get it. You're right. And you're right. Our breakthrough, broken. Yeah. And that's what I had to realize.
He was definitely broken.
You know, there was something.
But Liz, what did I tell you when they called you for this show?
You could have did it on your own.
I say, don't take him with you. Tell them y'all not together, and that is your time to reveal to the world that y'all are not together. Yeah. He does not deserve to share that platform with you.
You're right. But like, you're right. And when I look back on that, I'm like, I wish I would have did that, but my heart was still connected.
She was still looking for reconciliation, and her heart was so like, we can get past this. She did. Yeah. She would tell me, she said, V, you're right, but I feel like maybe this will be the time that maybe we can get past this, we can reconcile. I say, do whatever your heart desires, but I'm telling you, he needs you. And you don't need him.
Yeah. So, admire you. You're doing things, hashtagging, you're doing this, posting. I'm thinking we're still
How?
good. That's my heart. I'm thinking that. And so then come find out, you mad, you want me, you're mad at me for getting counsel with your mom. And I'm like, I didn't know you didn't want me to talk to your mama. Like, I didn't know she got on your behind like that. Like, that ain't my fault. Don't get mad at, like, we built a friendship. So it was a lot. But then at the same time, I know his story too. So it's like, okay, and bless him. Like, I just, so it was a lot of that was going on. And so we got back. I'm like, oh, we could, because this, yes, I'm telling B, I'm excited. And when I started, this was the one thing I told him. I said, I got back. And because he did a post or something, and I was trying to encourage him, hey, you might want to think about taking it down, because they was getting at him for what he posted. And I was just like, he was irritated with me saying that. I was like, let me just shut up. Liz, shut up. Don't worry about it. Don't say nothing else. Let him do him. But I'm still like, and I said, I was talking to someone, they said, well, listen, let them, maybe, because I had pushed back. Like, he would like text or whatever, and I was just like, man, forget it, I'm done. Because at that point I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I did my last thing, and I said, you know what, I'm going to let him know how I feel. Called him early in the morning, and I was like, hey, I said, I my heart is still with, what did I say? My heart is still with you. I love you. No, I think I said, I love you. My heart is still with you. Tell me the truth. Has your heart moved on? Or, is there hope? He was like shocked. I shocked him. And he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be quiet. Let me call you back. I got to think about it. I'm like, okay, got to process that. I'm waking you up early in the morning. I was wrong for that. I ain't hear nothing back from that brother. 6 p.m. that night, he was like, I'm not ready to have that conversation. That was in a text. I said, oh, well, thank you for my answer, bro. God bless you. You welcome. Then next thing I know, I find out, and at that point, I was done. I said, I cannot hold on any longer. I tried. I gave my all, because once I'm the type of person, I'm going to give my all. Once I'm done giving my all, my best, if it didn't work out, that's a wrap. Like, I have no desire to communicate with God bless him. I really do wish him well and his family. But, like, I don't need closure. I don't need none of that. I don't have no desire to communicate with you. I'm good, like, for real. But then I hear someone came up to, can I say it? Someone came up to me and was like, hey, man, look, I saw Jason out with this,
Somebody came by my salon. I was actually walking to the corner store next door, and stopped me and was like, hey, is Jason and Liz together? And I was like, oh, well, we seen him out on a date with another young lady, and it wasn't Liz. And I was like, really? They named the restaurant, all this and that. So I go inside, I call Liz. Like, hey, Jason is out. He's publicly dating.
You need to.
Somebody seen him out. Yeah.
At that point, I was done. I went to production. I said, you know what? I know this is about to air, but I need to make a statement. I need to do something. They were shocked. They were like, what the heck? Because y'all were we never saw this coming. And I shared with them, because one of the excuses, one of the reasons, when the pushback, it was that it was, how he felt, trying to get himself together, which I ain't tripping on that. I'm with you. It was, we talked too much about the show. I'm like, what? What you mean? What you mean we talk too much about the show? I talk too much about the show. No, we both talk about the show. And it was just excuses, like little things. And it was just like, talk too much about the show. It was, he said this, you asked me about Kyra. I said, okay, yeah, you talk about Kyra. So I don't talk about Kyra a lot. I said, yeah, I've asked you just like you've asked me about David. And even after Joel broke up with V, you felt some kind of way. you was like feeling like Joanne was trying to push up on me, and you felt some kind of way. So I'm like, bro, why are you can't, you okay, we both have done that. This is your reason. Oh, and then my family, because my family wanted to know flat out, like, basically, what was this going? And we had a big party, and I invited his family and friends. They couldn't make it, but we had a big party, and my family was asking, like, hey, like,
What's
what's going
next?
on? Like, excited about our journey. And baby, he was up there. He was like talking about, oh yeah, that's cool. We can ask any questions, and they was asking questions. So he's fine, but he turns around 2 days later, accused me of setting it up and ambushing him because my people wanted to know, dude, what you about? Is you serious? You couldn't even put a title on what we were. Child, so it was all of that. So those were the reasons and excuses. So I was like, okay, I was advised that, maybe when fear happens, anybody, when they get fearful of something that's real, that's good for them, they freeze up and they run. And so I'm like, I ain't gonna let you run away from me
You
because
kind of
you
thought
mine,
that's what he
baby.
was doing.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought that's what he was doing, just
Yeah,
like
and
he just was scared in the moment, but he was really
yes.
being who he is.
Exactly. I ain't know that then. And my last thing, and it's some more stuff that I could say, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do that. But my last thing was the last conversation. Once I went to production, got back to him, he was upset. He was mad. And I'm like, what? Like, you out here doing you? What? I need to know how to move, how to make my statement. I'm not even gonna act like you're not gonna do this. You're not got mad at me and talked to me like a dog, like I had a tail. The last conversation,
He
and it
didn't match her fly. He don't match her fly.
And his teeth.
None of them match our fly. We saw past it because this was we were
I mean,
we're not vain women. We wanted to you come on, ladies. We pick men that we know there's something physically that we might not like, but when you a woman that's just want like, come on,
but
we
I
all know.
liked them. I really respect.
I really like my Bruno. No, no.
India, give me some ice.
I really like my Bruno too. We
Yeah,
all really liked our Brunos,
yeah,
and it's just the fact is that we are vulnerable women, vulnerable, trusting women that we thought we were in safe spaces.
yep.
Boy,
That
need to
man
go on
So
talked to
with
me
her.
like a dog. The last conversation, and it hurt me so bad. I was driving. I had to pull over and call my
That's it, mama. That's it.
come get me. Come get me. I cried so hard. He talked to me. I mean, I'm talking about cussing. Talked to me like I was crazy. You stupid. Why would you do this? Da, da, da. You don't. What the F wrong? You effing up. You effing up. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, what? I was just like, I really, I verbally abused. And I had to get my sister. And you met my sister, Denise. You know how she is. She had to come get me from downtown Houston.
I talked to you that day.
Yeah, because I was so broken. I
I
was
talked to
like,
you that day
why would
because he called me. Remember, he
yeah,
called
why would
himself
you talk to me like this?
deleting me off of his social media, and he was mad at me for whatever reason, which I didn't care. But we had a long conversation. After I talked to him, I told Liz, I say, listen, stay away from him.
mhm.
He hates you. He has a vendetta, something against you that he set up in his mind that you are the enemy.
Because she won't take him to the where he want to go.
And I didn't want her to get caught up to be a
Mhm.
victim. Like, just stay away from him. And she told me, she's like, yeah, he called me. He called her after that. Like, he was just, I don't know. He was like kind of all over the place. And this is long after my situation. So
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with my emotions. But as a woman, that have dealt with womanizing man, I knew exactly what he was, and I wanted to warn her of that. And like he was like, yeah, you think she's your friend? Like it was so like he just weird. Energy was definitely off. I just didn't feel like it was safe for her to even continue to even talk to him.
Yeah.
And for me to feel like that, that's big.
Yeah.
Because
You
I
stand up
feared
for safety.
not a lot of people at all. But I didn't feel like that was a safe place for her. And I wanted her to be, you know, aware of that. Um, that was a lot. I'm
And
just glad that you overcame
me
that. And
too.
yeah,
And since then, of course, the smear campaign has.
yeah, that's okay.
It's a whole bunch of
We've
this
all
is
been
this
through it.
and
That is
that. Boy,
okay. That is
your
This
behind
skin,
okay.
this
down
skin
somewhere.
thick. This skin thick.
Your
We are,
safety is way more important than the
yeah.
internet trolls or people thinking that they know you that they don't know you. Like I don't really. When I tell you my blacklist is so long, you get on my page and you say one wrong thing to me, I'm
She
blocking
blocked
you.
and blessed.
Me
My
too.
She blocked.
peace is everything.
Yeah.
I know me. I will go back and forth with your ass, and I will give you exactly what you came to this page for. But
Right.
for what? For what? It's taken away from time and money from me. So the thing is, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna continue on with my day. You will never get unblocked. I've had people beg me from other pages to unblock them.
Dang.
Mhm.
Why? You done talked all this smack, and then they're like, oh, well, I seen you on such and such. You're not. No, you've
Yeah,
already conjured your
exactly.
own image of me, and
Yeah.
then you want to come back and renege it. It doesn't work like that.
No, not at all. I had to block a girl. Look, I blocked that blogger because you come out putting some lies and some mess. Talking about
Mm-hmm.
I blocked you. You did a whole hour video because you mad because I blocked you. Man, sis, I'm trying to protect my peace and
That's right.
heal.
At all
And
costs. It don't
heal.
matter who it is. Whoever you feel like you need to block to protect your peace, you do exactly what you need to do for you.
Exactly.
That's right.
Block them.
Period. Because
It does not matter.
what these viewers don't understand is we live in a life that you live in or you want to live is just on TV.
That's it.
It's on. No one is above being cheated on. Hell, y'all Queen B, Beyonce got cheated on. For goodness goddamn sake, like God, Jesus,
And that's my girl.
Beyonce. Like she has everything. And she got beaten on her sister, beat her husband up in the elevator. And you are not exempt from if you're beautiful. You're not exempt if you have a heart of gold. You're not exempt if you have all the riches to offer a man and all the love he never experienced from his mother. It has all to do with him and nothing to do with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Period. It's the insecurity of a man and his lack of integrity that leads him to do things that's going to hurt someone who cares for him. It has nothing. You could be the most amazing wife. You can be coming with whatever you like, sir. And even with whatever you like, he's still going to do what he wants to do.
I wouldn't necessarily say that I was cheated on per se on Ready to Love, but I will say that I was very much misdirected and miscommunicated with and mishandled. You know what I'm saying? So that's a
And
different
very
type
Jennifer
of.
Lopez, yes.
You're just not being honest with me. Even however you feel, if you feel like, hey, you too much for me or you're not the one for me, it's okay to communicate that.
And
Don't
move
continue to carry on with a person and act like, you have this act up like, well, this is what it is for you to get what you want in the end, but not be honest. That's not good. Whether you cheated or not, communication is everything. You being honest is everything, especially when you are dealing with a grown woman. You don't have to lie to me. You don't have to
Exactly.
mislead me at all. Like all you gotta do is tell me, and baby, I'm gone. Cause I ain't one thing I ain't never had a problem was attracting a man. Like
I
period.
know. Say that,
that's
sis.
not the
We don't
issue.
have a problem with that.
That's not the issue with attracting a man. And people have a misconception of you going on a reality
And
dating
L
show. It's like you
Griffin,
can't
and
get a
L
man.
Griffin, you could be
That's not
blocked and
it.
blessed.
That's not
I
it.
told you I'm not playing with y'all. So you're not gonna come up here. You and this person talking about something, and you saw the signs. He had 3 baby mothers, and your mother saw the 3 baby mothers from your father before his kids, and she still went with him. So please stop playing with me. I keep telling you, I'm nice, but
Aisha,
I'm nice, but I'm not gonna play with y'all. You are not your mother and your father's first child either. Stop playing. You are not your mother and father's first child. Stop it. You're not gonna play with me.
Do not even entertain them.
Sometimes you gotta shoot for some of them. Gotta catch one of these bullets. Stop playing with me. You gonna see how it
It's
stings
not
back.
for the entertain. They not even worth it at this
You
point.
gonna see how that feel. That bullet gonna come right back to you. Stop playing with me. We are
Nah,
being
it's just
vulnerable.
about
As vulnerable as we
it's
can
about
be.
people just not being honest with who they are, what they want, and what they stand for. At the end of the day, that's the end. That's the bottom line of it. Be honest. Can't nobody get mad about what you want or what you don't want. It is what it
Exactly.
is. But you give a person an option to choose. You don't choose for them, nor do you lead them on to think that it's more than whatever it is. And that's the problem that I had. Don't play with me
That's the problem.
at all.
You know dang on well, yeah, you didn't come on here for love. You know what
Yeah.
your intentions and what your motives were.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
If
that's
you
what
want to
we're
promote
talking
your
about.
mixtape, you go and you promote your mixtape. If you want to promote your t-shirt line, you promote. If you want to promote your business, whatever it
I don't play with
is,
kids. Please
you
don't
come
play
on
with
here for that and you do the job. Which I'm not mad because people have, but not one time I never mentioned my business on this
me
show
either. I never
at
people say I
all.
didn't even know you did here, Aisha. I'm like, because I never said it.
I never meant my shop did well before the show and it did even more well after the show because people wanted
Mm-hmm.
to come and get to know
Yep.
me. But I
Yep.
never came on this show to mention my business. I didn't need that. I already had a huge following. I had an
Exactly.
You
okay following
did. Girl,
before this
your
show.
following was huge.
Yeah, from my Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, like I had a following.
You did.
This show was
I did
not
not.
for that.
Everybody kept saying after, like, wait a minute, you do here. You never said that. I said I was there to find. I was
Yeah.
there to either find love
Never. I
or
never
just
said
show
sport
people
riding
what
one
it is.
time.
Not once. That's what everybody kept saying. You do here. I'm like, my bio, my tagline said it. I was there. Like, I don't understand. And it's like for the person. So I'm gonna address some of the questions here. Somebody said, Aisha, you were on Kojo and said a woman have to act a certain way to get a man. I never said that. I said answer the call you put out for the life you want is the call you put out for the life you want. I desire to be a wife. I was married. Although it ended bad, it did not start bad. It ended bad because he had to deal with stuff. I truly would like a life mate. I do not want to end the rest of my days being
By
alone
myself.
and being a cat lady. I don't care how successful I am.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna have my chain of salon. My kid's gonna go off to college and be successful. I'm gonna be known as Aisha doing what she do. But I want to come home to a man
That's
and
right.
be like, baby, let me tell you how my day was. And we chatted up and laughed. And I go to sleep with him rubbing my booty. That is the call that I put out. And I want him to know that he is going to be the provider. That is the call I put out. Because when that man that's going to answer my call, he's going to answer with full heart. Baby, I'm answering this call because I want to take care of a woman. I want to make sure she's my queen. I want to make sure I provide a house for her. I want to make sure I love on her. And I want to make sure I rub on that booty at night. That is my desire. What I eat does not make you go to the potty.
Facts.
Why are you worried about my call to action? My call to action is also not to beat up on every black man because I was raised by good black men in my life.
Yeah.
So I am not going to do what the media has designed us to do, is to tear each other up.
That's right.
I'm going to hold that man accountable for what he did. And I'm going to tell all the brothers who do an amazing job, you better keep it going. You better keep showing up. You better keep on loving on these black women because we deserve it. Why can I not do that? If that's what you don't want to do, sis, you don't do it. Period. I never said I'm sitting home and cooking for Dante. First of all, me and Dante was together for almost 7 months and I cooked for him a total of 3 times. I wore that MX out. Okay? Stop playing with me like I was just sitting home in slippers with cooking for Dante. Like that did not happen. He had to court me. He had to court me. You guys keep forgetting and this. We keep saying all 3 of us have sat and told you guys that we dated them off the show while the show was not being aired to
Filmed.
you. Once you guys saw everything, we all just said that we then saw the mishaps with you. And while it was being shown to you, our relationships were starting to unfold. That's when we saw the red flags, and that's when we bailed. What are y'all not understanding?
Well, I took a little longer, but
That's okay, sis.
And that's
You got it
okay,
together
Liz.
when it was time.
That's okay. You got it together when you were supposed to get it together.
Yeah.
I don't understand how y'all not understanding. Once we saw the three baby mamas was a red flag to you, it wasn't for me. But the Vernicia went into her kids are grown and going to college. Joe had twins. She was about to start over. It made sense.
And I was okay with it.
It made
But that's
sense to
not
her.
what God wanted for me. I've been a mother for 20 years. Like my
Yeah.
time now in my 40s is to enjoy my life. To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't think God wanted that part for me. Like to start over and raise somebody else's children, and you know what I'm saying, from that young of an age. I've raised mine. I've done my part.
Mhm. And it was okay for women of our stature, women who are mothers, women who saying, okay, this man makes sense for me because he's out of the choices to choose from. And you guys forget, these guys are charmers.
Yeah.
They are.
Very much.
I'm
Very
gonna tell you why.
charming.
My Bruno is a
Lord
charmer.
Jesus.
He is a baby. He will, with the list and all, he gonna charm the hell out of me, honey. He is going to smooth let's talk me to death, honey, and he is going to make me smile, and he is going to make me laugh until my gut hurt, and I'm going to be sitting there on the phone on FaceTime like, as we all have. I'm keeping it funky,
Falling asleep all night, like just smiling, girl, from ear to ear, all
smiling,
teeth.
all teeth, just
Cause we
smiling.
thinking we doing something that ain't nobody did. Ain't nobody going on a reality show and finding true love. And girl, please.
And I'm like,
Listen, I would
ooh,
say, I would tell people it's sad I have to say this, but you better go on that show, thinking about your career.
yeah. I said season six,
I didn't do that.
ladies. I'm telling y'all now, and I hate to put that disclaimer
I
out there.
hate to too.
But I feel like after season 2, everybody was actors. Everybody went in with an agenda, and it sickens me.
With an ulterior motive.
I truly, truly cared about my Bruno, and I would have, and I told the producers all the time, please let me go if this is for TV. I told my Bruno, I am not doing this for TV. I want my forever mate.
Yes.
I told them I wanted to be the first couple to come on Ready to Love and actually get married, right? Actually have a wedding, actually be together. Doesn't happen.
Doesn't the record? The
And
track
I thought that me and my person, girl, I wish Alexis was here because Alexis
Oh,
can
can
tell
y'all
you a
see me?
story,
Tell us
baby.
something.
A real story, like at the resort when she thought she was about to leave, and me and old boy was in her room, and she was like, you know what, y'all two got it, y'all can do it, y'all can make it, y'all, I see the love, I see the connection. And he like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's like it's all a damn game.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and it's definitely sad because you have authentic women who've been through some stuff and was learning to love some men through their stuff. And for the people he
They
said,
want us, you know what, Aisha, I hate to cut you off, but they love the narrative of us being bitter, of us being not being capable of love,
yep,
and not being capable of forgiving, and not being capable of just like, you know, just being accepting, right?
yep,
So then when you see these women that has been through things, that has overcome things, and that is capable and has the capability to love wholeheartedly, this is the outcome. And then you wonder why these guards are up like this.
hmm, it's sad.
It's messed up.
It's sad, and everybody keeps screaming discernment, discernment. That's why we're not with them because we use discernment.
Do you think we know from early on from
Hold
when
on,
you like,
y'all.
is it just discernment when you meet somebody like, oh
Right
well,
off the
yeah,
bat.
you know, that's not how they
I
go.
think these people be having me cracking up. Discernment, discernment. You just learned that word. Stop playing with me. Just so the moment you walk up to somebody, your discernment is like, woo, woo, not this one. Woo,
No, 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 not him.
woo, not him. Like, come on. Discernment takes watching people in their truest form and then deciding to decipher that, and then deciding if this is going to be conducive for your life, and then
Absolutely.
deciding no, and then moving along. That's what
Absolutely.
discernment. Do y'all know that that's what discernment is? Discernment is not having psychic powers. Discernment is deciphering what is good for you and what's not
Their
good for you.
actions.
Watching people's actions and then
Absolutely.
deciding, will I play this reindeer game with you, or I'm going to move along quickly? That's what discernment is having the foresight to see something happening. If I stay with him, this is going to happen, so let me bail. That's what discernment is.
That's
Discernment
what
is not
discernment
psychic
is.
powers, guys.
I'm
Discernment is
sorry,
not.
y'all. Y'all see me jumping in and out. My phone is about to go bye-bye. So I'm trying to fix
Oh,
it.
Liz.
Oh, you found the charger?
Yeah, it was fully charged when I started.
I know. But discernment works a little bit faster.
Huh?
You said what? You said somebody said yes. Discernment should have worked a little bit faster. I'm like, got it.
What?
That
Let me tell
you're
you
not
something.
getting it. No, it's okay.
You're not getting it. You're not getting
You're
it.
not
Some
getting it.
things
So
are not meant for you to get right away because there's
not
lessons
now.
that God wants you to learn. So you could say discernment should have started a little faster. That's somebody being super, super spiritual right there. And you're out of pocket and you're out of line. Discernment is given from God, and it is discernment there. And you can even have people that are around you, because I had a whole lot of people. But it's sometimes God.
No, Liz, where you at? Find a charger. She's froze. But everybody's not. So basically, guys, it is 1,300 plus people in this chat, Vernicia. They are loving on us. Like I said before to you guys, for the 99.9% of the people who rock with us and understand that you have once walked a mile in our shoes, we love you from the bottom of our heart. You get it. This is a meat and potato type situation. Take what you want and leave the rest on your plate.
That's
If
right.
if it doesn't apply to you, let
Let it fly.
And the only reason why I do address some of the naysayers is because I want you to understand. If you want it to be seen, I'm going to give you the spotlight. Let's look at you, because that
I don't know,
means you.
something. My phone just went kaput.
Liz, leave and come
I'm
back.
gonna be
I
like,
had to
leave,
do it like a few times.
leave and come back
Leave
in.
and come back. I had to do it.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to get y'all to understand, is that you and me are the same, sis. We're not here to attack y'all, and we don't want y'all to attack us. And we can agree to disagree. We get it. But what we are trying, the whole purpose of my love and life chat today with these beautiful women was for us to celebrate each other, and for us to not pretend like we are all perfect, because no one's perfect. No
At
one
all.
is perfect. We have all been through ups and downs. We all desire to have a mate, whether you want to say it out loud or not. Even the naysayers, I wish you best in life. I hope that your perfect life is doing everything magical that you have. I hope that your discernment and your psychic powers keeps leading you through this world, because you got it right and we're still trying to figure it out. And as
But
I
do people actually want to die single?
that's what they, a lot of some people saying, not everybody desire to be a wife, and that's fine for
Not
you.
to be a wife, but do you want to mate? Or like, do
Some
you
people
have
are
a
saying
mate?
not everybody even wants. Some of the people saying, well, some people don't even want to mate, and that is fine.
That's
But
fine.
when you have women showing up saying they want to mate, and they left a process saying this is what I want, and then people played with our hearts and our emotions and lied right in our face, that is not okay.
That's a problem.
And we are addressing it, and we are passing the shame to the shamer. Like I said, what identified me was a people pleaser, I no longer live in that space. My
I know
therapist
that's right.
say, hey, I can't do this no more. I do not care what it looks like to anybody. My biggest calling and my mission now is to show women that I am you. And if I did it, you could do it.
That's right.
Verneashia is a walking testimony too. She is doing it. We all get to go, guys. We all get to go. We get to collect the finish line and collect our $200. Nobody
Amen.
gets to stop you. Nobody gets to stop you. And whatever your life has planned for you, it is by design and it's not by accident. These life lessons are just that, lessons to get us through. United,
Definitely the truth.
I love my sisters. I am my sister's keeper. I love a black sister. Man, from the top of her head to the bottom of her Louboutins, all her flats. I just love us for real. And I love my black men. I was raised by black men and I am raising a black man. Nothing is going to make me turn my back on my black men. Yes, I love them, but I do want them to seek help.
Yeah.
Mental health is important in our community. A lot of us neglect it because we feel like it's saying you're crazy. It does not mean you're crazy. It means you need to unpack. You have to unpack childhood traumas. You have to unpack relationship traumas. You have to unpack self-loathing traumas. Because when you self-loathe, you project. And I
And it's
said,
okay to talk to
oh,
somebody that doesn't know you, somebody that isn't biased, somebody that can judge you, really helping you.
helping
It's
you.
okay to seek help.
A therapist is going to help you with tools and homework that your friend can't. Some of us women have experienced abuse and not even physical, some mental. So why can't
Definitely.
you give grace? Why wouldn't you give that sister grace? How dare you judge a sister that found the voice and the strength to leave? Do you understand the biggest strength is to walk away? It is easier to stay and it's easier to hide and keep it secret. It is the strength in a woman that says, I cannot do this no more.
Amen.
So, Liz, I commend you for standing up for yourself and walking away. You tried. And that's
I
all we can do
did.
in life is show up and try and be the best version of yourself. Because we're not competing with nobody. We are competing with the person from yesterday, which is you. Vernicia, you showed up. You was willing to step in places where that man lacked, and you decided to do that, and it didn't work out. You walked away. I am going to honor my sisters for saying you showed up in love.
Definitely did.
Amen.
If it's not for you,
And
spit
commend yourself as well, Aisha, for willing to step up
Yes.
and
Yeah.
step in place and be something that he probably has never had and will never
never
find
like
again.
never. These men will never experience women like this until they repent
Mm,
and until they find love with themselves.
Yeah.
The thing with men is they feel like they have a lot of time because society has put the time limit on us. We can't have babies past a certain time. After a certain age, the men gonna start looking at the girls 10 years longer than us. But we will take them fat, we would take them bald, we would take them with
broke.
children, we would take them broke. So society has taught these men that they don't have to impress us. What I'm saying is, what we're saying is not lower your standards, but what we are saying is sometimes certain things are not, uh, let me count him out altogether.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Yeah.
the once you learn and you
You have to
know,
be
and
open.
when the flag on the play is when we leave. Don't stay where you're not welcomed.
That's
And we
right.
didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't make
Don't
these
stay
men.
where you're not celebrated. Don't stay where you're only tolerated. I'm not staying.
Okay.
They can say
Yeah.
whatever, child. I be
I'm not
like, y'all don't have a clue because I'm so quick to walk away. You ain't got but one chance to really show me.
I
I be
love it,
like,
V.
oh, really? That's how you feel? Okay. Let me go ahead about my business because I don't have
I
the
love it.
girl, you know. I
saying.
just don't
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah. And I've learned something from you too. You say you learned grace from me, but I I learned something that, that I don't give a doggone what. Act up and I'm out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I had to, just real sometimes I have to realize that, and just be willing to just
You,
because to be honest, that age, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know that age thing, you want children, you're thinking about so it's like, man, wait a minute, you'll do it, you're fighting and it's not settling. So I won't say that I settled. I didn't
It's not.
know. I didn't know until I knew.
but
But it's
we teach people how to treat us.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So the more disrespect and the more BS that we tolerate, you're teaching them that it's okay to treat you a certain type of way. And
Yeah.
that's my issue. Like when I feel like I'm
yeah,
being disrespected
Mm.
and that you're BSing me, it does something to
hmm
my spirit to where like you become dead. I become numb to the situation You become dead to me. And I hate that I'm like that. Like I really do, because it's not always a good thing. Sometimes people do deserve a second chance. And I'm
Yeah.
not always willing to give you that chance. Although you may apologize and I may tell you that we good, but I never mess with you in the same way that I mess with you at first. You will never get all of me the way that I gave you all of me from the beginning.
My friend told
So
me,
that's
"Please
something
knock
that
me
I
out."
have to work on. But I'm a soul believing that we teach people how to treat us. So if I'm telling you what I require, it's because I can
Yeah.
reciprocate everything that I'm asking you to do, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not
Yep.
requiring anything that I cannot give to you at all.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm requiring too much. But you got
Right.
to
No.
find the people that's willing to give you what you require. You're not asking for too much. Everybody's just not willing to give you what what
And
your needs are.
they too little to give you what they deem is too much. They don't have the capacity. They
Some
don't have
people
the
don't.
capacity. So they don't even know what that looks like. They don't even know what compromise looks like because they're living in
No,
a
they
selfish
don't.
state.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely selfish survival mode.
Mm.
Living in
We
a
know,
selfish survival mode space.
yeah, we know
So
love
it's
is written
like
for us.
yeah, we know. And it's kind of like just like, man, I'm gonna get mine. I don't care if it ain't
Mhm.
benefiting me. I'm that's just how people are.
However it
People don't
looks, but you can't go around life thinking that you can just do that and
to
be,
people.
yeah, to anybody, because it doesn't work like that. So,
It doesn't. Yeah,
yeah, I have
Definitely.
enjoyed this live.
I have
Yes,
to.
I
And there's a
feel
I did good. B, did I do
You
good?
did. You did awesome. I'm so
I
proud of you,
still kept
ladies.
my, I'm not, I'm
You
still,
kept it
it's
classy and
it's still some
graceful.
stuff I can say, man.
You
But
gave it a little
I'm
bit. You ain't
part
give
two.
loads,
Part
cause
two.
child, look, I'm like this.
We're do part two, and when we do part two, we'll invite another lovely lady from one of the casts on with us, and we'll do a part two if y'all
Liz,
wanted to
I'm
do
like this.
part. Before we end,
how many
before we
people out here, Aisha?
there is 12 over 1,200 people in here.
Are you serious?
Yes, so over 1,200 people. I hope the likes are going up. Again, this is if you have tuned in, and before I say it, and people are asking for part two, they say they love y'all. They are saying part, where are you? They're saying part two, please, part two, please. They're saying, Liz, this was a safe space for you. We glad you let it out. Part two, ladies, we love you. They said this was bomb. Uh, they saying this is fire. They putting up the purple hearts for us. Again, this is Love and Life Chats with Aisha and the Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you, my Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, that's okay. God is still working on you, and your spirit is still being moved in other places. But when you get it, it will feel so good to not judge your sister. I promise you, to love your sister and be her keepers is the most ultimate gift that you can give yourself. Because when you know what hurt feels like, you never ever want nobody to walk a mile in that.
Amen.
So I thank you guys. Before we end, I'm going to ask some final questions, and then we'll do a part two for this because we have a lot to say. And again, this is not a bashing up our Bruno session. This is a living in Aisha's truth, Vernicia's truth, and Liz Rachelle's truth. And that is all. We get to tell our truth, and we get to shame the shamer. I am my sister keeper, so I will protect you. And sis, if you decide to take a ride on that ride, at least you've been warned. I wish somebody would have warned me beforehand.
Woo, child. I had no clue.
So before we leave, ladies, I want to end on some more good stuff because we had some fun with some icebreakers. We got to know you, ladies, and then we got into the life after RTL and the games and the understanding. And now I'm going to end on a beautiful note. Tell me, what is your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment, I always say, is being a mother. Nothing bigger than that. Um, I feel like God has blessed me with these kids, and it is my obligation to make sure that I handle them with the most loving care and just give them everything that I have. I don't feel like it's no accomplishment bigger than that. Not for me. Nothing. There's nothing that I can do that can top that. No matter how I did it, I did it. So it's always, kudos. That's my biggest accomplishment.
Okay, Liz, what is your biggest accomplishment, Mama? Your accomplishment.
I would say being able to impart into a lot of women that I didn't even know my story would impact.
Mm,
And I'm talking about doing things outside just normal day life. Um, I would say that's one of my biggest accomplishments. That's one. And another one of my big accomplishments is my production company, which is my heart and the shows that I have produced here in Houston that shares the message of Jesus Christ
amen.
in a unconventional way. Um, that's my biggest accomplishment.
And what is yours, Aisha?
Yes.
Other than my children, my biggest accomplishment is allowing my God to work through me.
Amen.
I don't know
Amen.
why I'm here. I sometimes keep saying, take the reign back. I don't want it. I don't want this. And I keep getting told over and over again, yes, you do, because you can handle it. And I tell you, ladies, without getting emotional, this is still scary for me. This is not easy to come on with over 1,200 people watching you and to say my heart was broken because I didn't fall apart in front of you, because I didn't scream and curse him out, because I didn't move at the pace that you felt was designed for me. Do not take away from my story. This is still scary. And even today, I started to have a panic attack being on with you ladies because that's an enormous space to fill. Three beautiful women who deserve. And we have to say to everybody, here's my heart. Do you see it? I look like you. I am preachy because I've been through the storm. I am preachy because I fixed my traumas. So for those who keep saying, "Oh, Aisha wants to be a preachy Ayala," no, Aisha wants to be a woman that stands up for women.
And
So
ain't
my big
nothing wrong with that.
is
Not at
this.
all.
My biggest accomplishment is saying, "Ladies, we get to go," and it's real talk.
I just want to say thank you for having me a part of your platform. I appreciate you so much. Even reaching out to ask me to do this. And I was very skeptical at first, I won't lie. And not because of you, just because I feel like I'm past it,
Mhm.
and I've moved on. And I don't ever want people to think that I'm stagnant and I'm stuck in that
Mhm.
same space that I was in over a year ago because I'm not there anymore at
Yeah.
all. But I do feel like people need to hear my truth. Like I haven't talked about it in a while because I just don't. I ignore all type of questions and interviews and podcasts. People invite me to come on all type of stuff. I was very selective with anything that I did after RTL. I didn't want to wear it out, and then I was just over it. So
Mhm.
I needed my own time to heal,
Yeah.
my own time to gather me, and my own time to figure it out
Yeah.
without the noise, right?
Mhm.
So, but I appreciate that. I think I needed this. I needed just the little bit that I did say. I needed to be heard, even because a lot of times I felt
Yes.
like I wasn't heard.
Yeah.
And that's not a good
Yes.
feeling. Even though you feel like you talking,
Yes.
people not hearing you
Not
because they're
listening.
so they stuck on whoever they feel like that you are without knowing you and not really knowing what you went through.
Right.
I went through a lot, and I'm not a person that wear my heart on my sleeve. So I'm like you. You ain't gonna see me on here crying and acting out and doing this and doing that. But if you was there, you know what I'm saying. It take a lot for me to get emotional, for me to get attached, and I felt like I was played with, and nobody wants to feel played with. That's not a good feeling. And when I feel like I'm owed an apology that I feel like I may never get, and it's okay.
It's okay.
But I appreciate you allowing me to come up here and speak my piece, and just be a part of something as special as this.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Hey, sis. Oh my God. I want to say the same thing, man. V, just like V said, thank you. I didn't know what this was going to be. I know we did the little live, a few days ago.
Yeah, you have someone and blessed
Yeah,
us.
I hopped on. Um, and I did not. I share some of that fear with you, honestly. Fear of um, what will happen after this. Not what will happen, but after this live, all that, which I
The chat
wanted
is
to
gonna
try to,
happen.
huh?
The chat is gonna happen after this live because
Yeah,
we
you can't run from it.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, dang, like V, I was trying to get away from this. I want to run from it, get away from it, far beyond. Like, I ain't even trying to do nothing RTL, you know what I mean? Or in that, in that vein to talk about what happened. But
Yeah.
I didn't expect to get on here and share as much as I did. I'll tell you that. I mean, but um, and I want to say, no one's perfect. It's not about perfection. And I do wish that brother well. I wish that brother healing. And, I don't have no like ill will or wanting something bad to happen. Nothing like that. It's just,
No, 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 no.
it did
no.
not work out. I tried. I put my 150% in, didn't work out. And that's it. Wish him well. But that's my truth, and there's some more truths that I can say, but I just don't think that is necessary at this time to say. Yeah, but thank you for thinking of me, having me, and my
Yeah,
sis here too.
we need to tell our kids. Okay, now
Yeah.
don't make y'all know I'm a little crybaby. I'm a mean streets of the BX, but I'm a crybaby. It is
Me
good. It's
too.
healing. I am a crybaby, honey. But I'm like you, Vernicia. I'm strong. My friends call me Queen Blockiana because can't nobody play with me. I'm Queen Block. And this chapter was like, oh, I don't do this. It's a lot of forgiveness I'm giving right now. Yeah,
Girl,
so
listen.
Block
it's
and
definitely
bless.
God is
now it's
definitely
definitely
working
new
on me.
chapter.
I'll tell you, I'm not all the way there. I'm getting baby.
He working on all of us, girl.
He's still working on me. Okay, so tell us what's next for you, ladies.
Me.
Um, a lot. I have a lot of few things that I am working on. That's it.
Just wait and see the greatness.
Just wait and see. Yeah, I don't like to talk about anything before I do it.
Before
That's
it
Yeah.
always
hatches.
been a thing for me. But I'm working. I'm
What does
working. I
Hmm.
don't.
love
I
look
don't think
like?
I ever stop working. And
What
I'm
does
and
love
I'm
look
and
like
I
for
and
you?
I'm dating. So that's a good thing for me. I'm in a happy place.
Yay.
Took a while to get here, but I had date night tonight. So
Yes, thank you for this. I didn't expect
Saturday.
date night.
Yeah. But
I know.
on top of that, just working on different projects and just trying to prosper and push through.
Yeah,
That's it.
Amen.
Nothing more, nothing less.
that's it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you're going up. Liz, Rochelle, what's next for you, mama?
Listen, I'm living in my next. I'm in it now, baby.
Hey,
I'm in it right now. No,
period.
I'm the same with V, like just kind of not really sharing. But if you follow me at Liz Rachelle, you'll see like some little things I do, um, motivation speaking, and I got a challenge I'm doing right now, far as getting back into health and fitness. I was real huge on health and fitness, and so, but there's some other stuff like V coming down the pipeline that I got planned. I do want to highlight an organization that I'm a part of that is
Yes, yes,
phenomenal, and
drop
it
anything.
gives
Drop
me the opportunity to really uh, speak and encourage women and young women. It's called Leading Ladies Network International. It is
it.
a powerful, powerful organization, and it's actually international. Africa, London, Dubai, all of
Oh
that,
wow.
and it's started by my sister, my very own sister, Janice Gentry. So go check her out, Janice Gentry, at on Instagram, guys. And it's a huge organization where we're helping women and training women in business and just living your best life, and it's powerful. And so that's what I'm a part of. We just graduated some young women from Dillard University this past weekend, and so we're excited about that, and I'm just grateful to be a part of that organization. So, Leading Ladies Network International. Okay,
International.
y'all look that up. It's powerful. But yeah, so I wanted to shed light on that, and y'all be seeing more stuff down the line.
Yes.
Somebody please put Liz and Vernicia's Instagram in the chat so I can pin it on the screen for me, please. Okay, one of the moderators do that for me. Put Liz and Vernicia's Instagram on here so I can pin it on the chat. Um, that is amazing. And what does love look like for you? Are we still optimistic? Are we moving forward?
Oh, definitely optimistic. I don't never give up on that. I know I ain't meant to be out here single. I'm meant to be somebody's wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right,
So,
Liz.
oh yeah, that was a setback, a learning lesson and a setback, nothing more. But I'm excited about getting back into dating. Yeah, I've dated a little bit, nothing serious. I'm really honestly focused on right now my purpose and my destiny. I got a little off track, and so I'm really focused in and tuned in on that, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I just feel like that, once I get, everything back in order in line, that man gonna come fall right in while I'm running, while I'm, and so
That's right.
I don't have time for distraction. It was a, it was a distraction. Um, and so I don't have time for distractions right now. Not saying that I won't go out on dates, because you never know. I'm open. I'm definitely open, but I'm really kind of focused on building legacy. I look at my life and I'm like, man, I've done so much and I've accomplished a lot, but there's so much more I want to do. And I'm like, I need to build that, because we don't know, if tomorrow will come. So I want to take that time to really leave a mark on the earth and do what God has called me to do. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Uh,
And what's yours, Aisha?
I'm gonna be available, honey. I am single. It is about to be summertime, honey. I
Oh, you
look
gonna be outside,
good.
outside.
I'm gonna be
You
outside.
outside?
My skin is clear. My teeth is white.
You outside?
I'm outside. I'm gonna be in Houston in like 2 weeks. I'm pulling up on y'all.
Not me. But
All
come
right.
down. I'll see you 1 or 2 days. But
Girl, I don't
Okay.
know. You boot up. I know I gotta take it slow now, but I am definitely. I'm outside. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna take this like it is what it is. Nothing. It didn't shift. It didn't shift the room or shake it. It didn't shift the room or shake it. I'm baby, I keep saying better 6 months.
Child, they out here.
Yeah.
Listen, don't get it twisted. They out here.
Better
Yeah,
six
go
months.
Yeah,
find them.
I believe it. I believe it.
They out here.
Yeah, I look
I
good.
definitely believe it.
I look good. I feel good. I smell good.
That's
My
right.
household is good. My
Listen,
business is good. Why
it
would I
will
stop
attract.
doing goodness? Man, I'm out here. I'm flourishing, and I am.
And man,
Now the rose colored goggles is off. So now ain't none of you ninjas can play with me in my face.
Girl, let me tell you. So I've been posting my boo and, covering his face or whatnot because y'all ain't going to see him until we've been dating a year. But at least
I know that's right.
dudes that were portraying to be interested, are y'all mad?
Because you didn't pull up.
No, you didn't do what you said you was going to do. So don't be mad when the next man is doing that and he's actually showing up and showing out. I don't have no remorse and no sympathy. I don't care. When I'm in, I'm in. Like, so
That's
loyal.
a
You
wrap.
ain't never got to worry about me. And I
That's a
don't mind
wrap.
posting that
Yep.
I'm taking because that's me.
Yeah.
I am me. Like, I'm loyal to a default. I'm
Oh,
loyal to a nut.
I am.
Me
So,
too, sis. I think we all
man,
we like that.
I'm
We
loyal till
built
I'm
different.
not. And when I'm
I
not, you dead
enjoy
to
you,
me
honey.
after that. I don't fool with you. But
Mm-mm.
I be really just like in awe of the man. Now I'm like, man, where you was at when I was single? Now
Mm-hmm.
you want to do this? Man, I don't even entertain it.
Nope.
Ain't nothing to entertain. I'm good.
Mm-mm.
Because he showed me
Yeah.
what you didn't. I
Yeah.
am good.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no.
I definitely feel the same way. I am loyal. When you my man, you my man. Can't nobody.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
ain't
care.
never got to worry about
If
me
you
making
pull
you
up
look
on, if a
stupid.
dude pull up
Ever.
on me in a Rolls Royce and you and my man, you in a Honda, I'm in a Honda with you, baby.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah, I don't care about no Rolls Royce.
I
Don't
don't
nobody
care.
care about all that.
If I'm with you, I'm with my man. I'm with my man. Like I'm my man, honey. But I'm
And
outside.
that's rare these days. And I feel like my
Yeah.
dude, he get it though. Like he older, he understand. He get it.
No,
He
we
get it.
definitely this is so good. Ladies, everybody asked for part two, and we got y'all. Yeah, I'm loyal. People think when you're beautiful that you're gonna be out here in the streets. It's like, nah, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Like I'm loyal, and I think you gathered from us three that we some loyal women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Liz, they are asking for you to take us out with a prayer. And guys, thank you one more time
Oh,
who stayed with us. We have made our 3 hour mark. It didn't even feel like 3 hours.
it did
three
not.
hours, 3 hours, over 1,400 people had joined us.
3 hours.
Hours, 1,400 people.
That's
And
wow.
Consistently
consistently,
That's wow.
they
talking
are
like,
just now declining as we're saying goodnight. They're going down. But consistently the numbers went up and you
yeah.
rocked with us. Somebody said, I knew somebody couldn't wait to snatch up Vernicia. That's right. Like, me and Liz is next, baby. Me and Liz is next.
I ain't tripping. I listen. I ain't rushing. I ain't
I
tripping. But I'm here, baby, and I know he see me. I, hey, baby, I'm
But
hitting
now
this
listen,
gym.
he didn't even
Let me.
know I
yeah.
was on TV.
Oh,
He's
really?
not like that in tune. No, his daughter
Oh,
told him after we were
that's
dating.
good.
It was
That's
so
a
cool.
good. That's good.
No, he
That's
didn't
a
know.
blessing.
He told her, he's like, put this show on, put this show on.
Did you
We've been
show
dating
it
like a
to him?
few months. It was so funny.
That
He's
is
like, babe, what you doing over here? I was like,
hilarious. I hope I found one of those. Don't know who I am. Don't know who I am.
nothing. He didn't
Yeah,
like
that's how
no.
it. Yeah,
He's
either that
definitely not
or
that
they
dude at
are.
all.
It,
Like no.
either that they don't know,
He
or
watched the
they are
news
like
all
on a
day.
whole nother level. Like if
Yeah.
they in entertainment, they on another level.
Nah.
They ain't like tripping
He
off
didn't
of.
know. Nah.
Yeah,
And that's what I love about it, because it wasn't like, oh, she was on TV, let me
No
know.
fanning
But when
out.
I
Yeah.
tell you, like now, he's so proud. He's proud. Even when
oh,
I'm working on set or behind the scenes, like, baby, man, like
Man,
I love it.
he
Be
proud.
I love
supportive.
that.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
for
that.
real,
And
and not jealous and none of
Oh
that
no.
foolishness. You ain't have to.
Yeah, that's my baby.
somebody asked
That's
why
good.
we have not. We was at the time and place when we got on the show, we were in a single phase, but it's not like we didn't have suitors. It's not like we didn't have men coming
Right.
at. We wasn't just sitting home twirling our thumb. we
No.
still, and I mean, and the men still gonna follow. It's just, I like
I had so many marriage proposals and stuff out.
girl, men be in my DM like, that's because you out here with
Crazy.
queen. You were supposed to be for me,
Can
queen.
can I can
What,
I clear
Liz?
some up with that? Be help, Lord Jesus. You
What,
know,
Liz?
I listen. Like I need to clear this up because some people was like, "Oh, Liz was celibate for 17 years." Who the heck said that?
No, she did not.
I never
Get them
said.
right on together, right quick.
Let
Get them
me get
together.
this to
Get them
y'all.
together.
There is a difference between celibacy and abstinence. I
Mm,
said I was abstinent.
mm,
Celibacy, if you want to be a nun, you like, I ain't trying, that ain't my calling in life. But I said I was abstinent. Okay, I had never said I was perfect. I have fallen. I have done some things. I'm not perfect, but I am on a continuous journey. You know what I'm saying? To
feel me.
to until I'm on that journey. And so nobody ever said I was like, let me think there's a nun and she don't know, like she ain't got no experience. What? Come
Girl.
on. And what did I say, V? The one thing I always said, and this was always filmed, but like we talk about editing, the one thing I always said, and I said this on the reunion, I said this on casting special, and I think I said it on one of the dates. My desire, I want someone who's willing to take that journey with me, the abstinence journey with me. And I want someone that's not gonna pressure me. And I always says, however, if we mess up because we're flesh and we're human, we
It was
fall.
okay.
Yes.
We get back up, repent, and keep moving ahead to do,
Keep on.
because my desire is to glory, to do right by God. But hell, I can't sit up here and tell y'all that I was like this all my life and I've been what? No, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. But that I tell you one thing, that my journey has been true. And
Mhm.
I can count on less than one hand the number of intimate partners, because I'm
I know
true
that's
about that
right.
life. I can tell
Mhm.
you that. But that's what I always said. Like, it was never a like, people always thought, and I would get so frustrated. And B, I think that's what you were saying. Like, you hate that people really didn't get a chance to know the
Yeah, and I
fullness of
always say
me.
that because she's definitely not like y'all think Liz. Liz is definitely well rounded, like such a sweetheart,
You
but
look like you
fun,
going
like
fun. You look like you fun.
live
I'm
for
like,
God. But
I need to
listen,
hang
she
out with
understand
y'all.
things happen. It's okay to repent, keep it moving, and try again. She understands forgiveness, of God
And
and grace.
grace and mercy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so she's
I don't,
definitely not,
all that.
and I just hate that they never show that side of you. So I'm just like people. Oh, Liz, I'm like, you don't even know Liz.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's a nun. She's
man, Liz,
this. She's
she's definitely
that.
not a nun. Like she goes
The
out,
heck?
she has fun. She's fun as hell.
Hmm.
She's not. She don't live under a rock.
None of us
So
are
believe so her
perfect.
belief.
Yeah,
So
like,
she
where y'all get that
understand that
from?
life
I
happened
don't know
and
where they
that
get a lot of this stuff from.
yeah, they be tripping for real.
It'd be like they just spin
Well,
their
let
own
it be
narrative
corrected tonight.
tonight
On narrative,
on
let it be corrected tonight.
Facebook and live chats. Smash that like button, everybody.
Yes.
Oh my God, this has been a pleasure. Oh my God, 3 solid hours, and we didn't skip a beat.
That's
Can I
Well,
tell
let's
wow.
you?
let's not
We didn't skip a beat.
overkill it. But
Wait,
Yeah,
and we
V,
found a
don't you
safe
got somewhere to be?
no, we changed it to Saturday.
to say,
So
yeah,
because I
Oh,
did have to do this and he had something that
that's
come
so
up. So
sweet.
yeah.
yeah.
We
Oh, that's
touching
so
the
sweet.
I
so we're gonna do
appreciate
something on Saturday.
that.
Yeah.
Uh, this was so good, ladies. Look at that. When I tell
It
you, I don't
was.
know why they have not made it for you guys to see it, but the love is just out of this world. Like they are,
I
they said
can't see it.
They said we need part 2 in like 2 weeks.
We got y'all. We got y'all.
Truthful is, we love you, sister. Part 2,
Oh, love you
please.
too.
We got y'all.
I love the spirit, true desires to please God. This was
Yes.
so good. The love is here. Vernicia saw so many an Aquarius game. Aquarius say, "You are marry me now."
Yes, my
I
girl
was on
doing
there
it
now.
up.
I've done a few
Yes,
shows and like movies, so we're like as the year keeps progressing, you'll see me on more TV. Kind of behind the scenes though, like I like to be. I do not want to be in front of the camera, so
yes, yes.
I'm appreciative of that part. Like yeah,
My girl be in there working, man. She's
I'll be
so
working.
inspiring. She is. That's my sis. Very
Y'all,
inspiring.
I'll be working.
I'm
Hair
glad.
appointment, girl. Go ahead and reach out. We got you.
Yes, it's going up. You guys, who are the moderators, you have kept it flowing. I appreciate you guys. We will
Thank
definitely
y'all.
we're going to coordinate a part 2 for you guys. Liz, can you please take us out with some love?
Yes, with a prayer.
Yes. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we just thank you, Lord, for this moment, for this time of coming together, Lord God. I ask, Father God, that you would just watch over us, protect us, Father God, and God, just highlight the purpose and the destiny and what you want us to do, God. Let people be blessed and be touched by this and learn from this and just Lord God, heal and grow from it. Father God, I pray right now that you would just keep everybody and that tonight you will speak to your children, you'll speak to your people, and that we have good sleep in
Yes.
Jesus' name. Amen.
Ashe.
Amen.
Amen. Ashe. I
Thank you,
appreciate you.
Lizzie.
Ashe.
Welcome.
Amen, my sisters. I love y'all for real in real life.
Love
Love
you
you
too,
too.
Aisha. Thank you
Love
so
you too.
much. I think I needed this.
Yes, we definitely needed this. We definitely need this. Until next time, guys. Till next time we see y'all. This has been Aisha Love and Life Chat with the Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you. The Two Live Crew. Yes, that's you. We get it, guys. We are here to show up in love, and one person at a time. We're gonna eradicate all this hate. Peace.
Mwah.
Bye.
Love you. Bye bye.